Hello.
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 We're two rats that came together for one man.
Adam designated driver, baby. The rats need to be fed on schedule or they'll get sick.
Shelley and Shannon will be discussing HBO Girls Season 3. You are listening to Great Driver.
That's actually one thing we didn't do last episode. We didn't go hello.
I know.
I was like, shit. Aww. Are you gonna start crying?
It's like, because we're not lagging, we're not delayed. It's just so crisp and everything is working. I'm just so happy. I'm enjoying this moment right now.
I know. Oh my god.
Oh, thank God.
We're gonna properly explain. We were having technical issues that we really didn't know the answer to, and we figured it out. So hopefully now recording process will be easier. So if we're all in different attire, just know that that's what's going on.
It took us like a month, maybe even longer, to record this specific, just one episode. Like, that's never happened before. Well, it has happened once or twice where we had to stop recording one episode and then continue the next day or a couple days later just because of, like, scheduling. You know, because we had appointments or work or whatever. But, like, not because of this many technical difficulties. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it was just annoying because this is how me and Shelley, like, hang out. Because we normally talk, like, sending each other audio and videos and stuff. And so this is our time to talk, like, in real time. And it's been reduced down to extremely pixelated, extremely delayed. And it just became, like, an unfun process. And we don't want it to be not fun.
Exactly.
It's Adam.
Yeah, it's us. And
it's
Adam.
us. It's us and Adam. Adam's the third wheel now.
Adam's the Steve. It's you and me and you and our friend Steve.
You and me, just us and your friend Steve.
He's just like, hello, I'm Steve.
Adam Driver's the third wheel.
Yep.
It's just you and me and Adam.
Oh, by the way, I saw someone edit Adam Driver into a Stranger Things poster, and it was for Mike. And I was like, imagine Adam being an older Mike.
I honestly, first of all, Mike Wheeler, or wait, what's his real name?
Finn Wolfhard.
Yes, he could play a young Ben Solo. I told my husband this, like, every time we watch Stranger Things, I was like, I see him, I see Finn, and I see baby Ben Solo. Like, it's perfect. Like, they need to get on
face, the nose, his angular features, like
the way he looks sometimes. Yeah.
He's 22 now, so if they're gonna do it, they better hurry the fuck up.
Also, I think he's like slowly, he's like taking a step back from acting and like focusing on his music career.
Yeah.
So get on it. Bob, green light the fuck out of this movie.
Cozy up.
Yeah, cozy up.
Go to some shows. Like, remember when Channing took him to, like, it was, I guess, her day off for Logan Lucky?
Yeah.
And he's drunk on that balcony, just like...
And
I'm like, I want to know that, Adam.
Yep. Channing has a very good effect on him.
Yeah.
Very good influence. We're not delayed.
I know.
I'm like, because now I'm like so used to like talking and then waiting. And then talking. And now I'm like, no, I could just talk regular time.
I swear, when we're editing, I feel like such an asshole because, like, I'm constantly interrupting you, and I'm like, just let her speak! But it's because it kind of syncs us up just a little bit, and then you're just like, and I'm like, sorry. I'm just like, I'm going to talk now, and I'm like, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not even good at that in real time sometimes, and now I'm expected to do it with a 4 to 5 second delay of like, I'm like, is she done talking? Can I interject? Can I?
It's like, I don't know, when can I? Oh, nope. You have no idea how happy I am. It's like the best Christmas gift ever.
Maybe this is why I've been so, like, stressed. It's because I haven't had proper Shelley time to give me the dopamine I needed. And I'm like, I'm not getting any dopamine!
Vitamin Shelley.
You walk into, wherever you shop, grocery store, and you're just like, vitamin Shelley. No? just as giggly. Remember how giggly we were in our first ever episode? We were like, it was like a platonic first date. We're like, hey,
yeah, I know. So what are your hobbies?
Adam Driver's my hobby.
So the hunt for Ben Solo, there's a lot more posters going around in Disney, Orlando, and Anaheim of the missing Ben Solo posters. And I don't remember if we actually said this last episode yet, or or if you and I just talked about it, but Rachel of Jakku, she's a cosplayer, and stood outside protesting for the Ben Solo movie in front of Disney. And I just love that.
Amazing. Where is my soulmate? Where is my dyad?
Literally, yeah. Jonas, the guy who plays Chewbacca in the sequels, he said that he would love to see Adam in a new Star Wars movie because he said that the script sounds really amazing and he would have loved to see it. Ryan Johnson also commented, I think he said something along the lines of, I don't know what happened with that, I have no ins or whatever, but I would love to see Adam again in a Star Wars movie. And I mean, Ryan Johnson is in charge of another trilogy in Star Wars, so if we don't get Bob Iger to greenlight the hunt for Ben Solo, maybe Ryan can, edge him in there.
I love that concept so much, and I can't believe that, they're like, let's waste $3 million to get this script going, only for Bob to be like, nah.
Yeah.
It's like, and then Lucasfilm's like, are you going to pay us back for the fucking $3 million that you rejected now? Like,
yep.
Daisy Ridley, for anybody that doesn't know yet, she actually commented on the hunt for Ben Solo, like she was asked. And she said, hold on, let me get my glasses so I can see. Oh god, I missed saying that. We haven't said that in so long. Daisy Ridley said that she heard rumblings of the hunt for Ben Solo, and she says, I knew a piece of it. I have lots of friends who are crews, so things always travel like that. But whoa, when that story came out, no, I was like, oh my god. And it was Adam Driver that said it, right? So she was like, reassuring herself that Adam was the one who actually brought out this piece of information. She says, I do love when there's a collective of positivity. The way the internet seems to have rallied to try and get it to happen. I think, one, it's fantastic for us all. It's good for us to all be united about something in a really positive way. Obviously, everyone knows he was a very popular character, but it was also lovely to think, wow, people really, really care and want this. I like it. I like when people join forces, excuse the pun, from all around the world. All different sorts of people. I just love that the Star Wars fandom is such a huge and gorgeous array of different points of view and different people. The fact that everyone is really behind this thing, I think, is just sort of lovely in a time that is so fucking nuts for probably every single person on this earth. I think it's wonderful. So I was surprised, and honestly, I felt joyful about how it went down. I know she knows. I know she knows.
She knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows.
That was also a very, I feel like, calculated answer. What is it?
Because why wouldn't Adam just tell her everything?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because he did. 100%.
100%. Like, come on. I mean, she's his dyad. Like, of course, they would talk about it, It's like, come on. And so then the other piece of information regarding the hunt for Ben Solo is that there was another billboard in New York City. It says, we want Soderbergh and Driver. And then there was a truck with a screen surrounding the whole truck. And it says, save the hunt for Ben Solo. And I'm gonna show this real quick, but obviously we're gonna insert it. So there's a whole ass bus and another billboard. So people are we are all still very behind this and supporting it and trying to get it to happen. And obviously, Daisy Ridley's on board, and also she was interviewed on the Kelly Clarkson show and on another show, and she definitely said, oh, they are currently working on the Rey movie. Well, maybe they can link up. I mean, that would be the dream. I would love a standalone Rey movie, of course, but yeah, I think there's more in the bush.
Well, even if it is called Rey, it doesn't mean that Ben can't be a major factor.
They're a dyad! Again! And I mean, that's probably gonna be her mission or her goal for the whole movie. Find him. So I think we're gonna get him either way. Whether it's through the Ray movie or his own movie, like, we're gonna get him back. Like I've been saying the past 7 years. Well, 6 years. This year it'll be the 7th year. But yeah. I mean, Adam was seen at like this table. Where was that again? I mean, he was just like laughing. There's, you know, he was out and about.
This cute little laugh.
Yeah.
He was having a meal in Budapest, so at a restaurant?
Yeah, probably, yeah. He's still there?
I'm assuming. Oh, yes. I think they said filming was like November into December, so they're probably going to go back home soon.
Okay. Yeah. Because I would have said, I got 2 weeks off now. I mean, it's Christmas time. He's going home, of course.
He's clean shaven now, so I wonder if he was filming all the war stuff where he had everything grown out.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's clean shaven. Unless he's done now. And so he shaved. I don't know, but.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So, to address the story we put up regarding the assault, I was involved in an altercation. I work at a special needs school, or, you know, special education school, and we were on a field trip with our class. It was another teacher and myself, and a couple kids. Not the whole class wasn't there. That's completely not important, but whatever. Anyway, after the field trip, like right before we were about to drive back to the school, we were like, okay, kids, you know, everybody needs to use the restroom again because it's like an hour drive back home and we're not stopping because we're already late, blah, blah, blah. And one of our girls had her period for the first time. So she asked me, she was like, Mrs. Scott, can you help me, you know, clarify how to put in a pad, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I went with her. And this was a public restroom, and in front of us was like a whole class of, they were all like around 15, 16 years old, maybe-ish, at least 20 girls in front of us, and we were waiting, and it took a really long time. There were only 2 stalls in the public restroom for the ladies, and then one stall was locked, and the other was open, so that was the only one we could use. All the other girls were done. We walked in, and then I started explaining. I left the door open, and, you know, I was explaining blah, 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 and my body was a little angled. And I look up, and I see a phone right above our stall, recording into our stall. And so, of course, I was like, hey, what are you doing? You know, and I, like, kind of pounded on the stall next to us. At first, I thought, well, maybe it's just another teenage girl, thinking it's so funny, you know, another little girl is getting educated about menstruation and blah, blah, blah. Something that's like, you know, usually linked with embarrassment. So,
Yeah.
Look at that. So I stepped out, and my student was like, yeah, Mrs. I don't want to go. I was like, of course not. Like, you don't have to if there's a fucking camera up there. And so I stepped out and wanted to confront the girl in the other stall. And so I was like, hey, well, you're going to have to come out at one point, you know, or another. So I just kind of waited. Nothing happened. The person in there was like very still. I was like, okay, I'm going to kind of relax, just wait until that person's in, because they're going to have to come out eventually. Then I saw like the lock open really, really slow. And then the door opened, just a creak. And I saw it was a man. 25-ish, maybe 30 max. And so, of course, like instantly I was like, what the fuck? So I like opened the door, pushed it against him. I mean, yeah, like, of course, like he had nowhere else to go, but still, he's a fucking man in a girl's restroom recording. I opened the door and he jumps out, grabs me, throws me against the wall. And my instincts just kick in, so I grabbed him. Like, I was like, you ain't fucking going anywhere. And then he grabs me again, pins me against the wall, starts choking me. I get in a few punches, and so he kind of lets go. He probably didn't expect me to, like, fight back. But I did. Yeah, I got him, and then he, like, kind of scurried off. And then the door to the outside part, because this was, like, a court inside, like, a museum thing, and like it wouldn't open to the like outside but inwards, so like he had to grab it, and he was like fidgeting with it, and by the time he like was about to get out, I like grabbed him again, tried to pull him back, and then he stumbled, and then he got out, started running, and I pushed him again, and then he dropped his like Monster Energy can. And then he ran off. And at first I was running like after him, but then in the back of my head, I was like, my students are still here. I need to like stay with them. Because like in that moment, I forgot there was another teacher. So I was like, fuck, I just have, you know. So I was like, I'm not going to pursue him anymore. And he like looked back and started running again. And then I felt like wetness around like my stomach area. Now I know it was the Monster Energy drink, but my dad always said like if you get stabbed, you're not gonna really notice it. It's gonna feel like a punch, and then later you'll feel like the liquid, you know, the blood, and then you're gonna feel it. So that's why I was like, fuck. I thought I got stabbed, but fortunately I didn't. So that happened, and then instantly the other teacher, she called the police. They came. I gave a witness statement. I pressed charges. They gave me a lineup of photos because he was apparently already on the radar and he was already in the system, but they needed substantial evidence for a warrant. And I was able to identify him in the lineup, and he was caught. They got him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it ended well. I'm fine emotionally, physically, I'm fine. Like, yes, I still have marks and bruises and everywhere. You can't tell anything really. Right here, yes. Yeah, he really didn't have a great chance. However, he was a big dude, though. He was like 6'1", maximum 6'2", 200 pounds-ish. He was a big man, you know? Mm-hmm. And I feel better now. Like, it's been a few days, and of course it's like it rattled me, of course, but I feel good about it now, and I feel I really do feel fine. Like, everybody, like, every single day, are you okay? Like, it's like, yes, I truly am okay, especially knowing that he's off the streets. You know, he did this very disgusting act. It was absolutely gross. A pedophile, a pervert, and he's off the streets. You know, our student, the little girl, she's okay too. Of course, we talked about it, we addressed it, and, you know, but again, because he was caught and we were able to have a conclusion to the whole situation, she's okay too. She's, of course, going to have some more therapy sessions and stuff, but it all ended well. Nobody got seriously hurt. A little bit of trauma, yes, but, like, nothing too bad.
Right.
Of course, something like this just needed time to process, and now I can talk about it. And the thing is, like, I had to talk about it so many times. Like, I had to tell the police at least 6 times, tell my story, like, again. And then the next officer came, and then again. And then for the official witness statement, and again. And then, of course, at school, when we drove back, I had to give my official report as well, because they need to report it to whoever's higher up. So I had so many options and opportunities to, like, really continue to talk about it, talk, so that it wasn't just normal. It's not weighing on me whatsoever.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Adam, if you watch anything of our podcast, this section, so you can see how awesome Shelley is. Fucking badass.
Thank you. I told my dad, I was like, creator didn't make me an Apache for nothing. Like, all these muscles had to be, you know, for something.
He was like, yeah, that's right, I gave you those. Mm-hmm.
Ancestors got my back. They're like, go get them. Yeah, but it was right afterwards. It was so sweet. Like, the whole class, we just, like, had a group hug. We were comforting each other. It was so sweet. And, like, the boys, they were so sweet with her. Like, they were comforting her, hugging her, gave her, like food. It was so fucking adorable. And, like, one of our boys, he had, like, little candied nuts. I think it was, like, almonds or something. Like, caramelized almonds or something. And he, like, went to the officers. He offered. It was so fucking cute. I was like, oh.
Were they like, no, or they were like, yeah, hell yeah?
No, they're like, no, no, thank you. Oh, also, the Monster Energy drink, stupidly enough, I, like, picked it up and I told the other teacher, I'm not gonna say any names, I was like, hey, Mrs. we got DNA! But, like, now my fingerprints are on it. I moved the evidence. Stupid. Like, the officer's like, well, who else touched this? And I was like, I did. And he's like, okay, well, we can rule out female DNA. It's fine. I was like, okay. But the officer was like, please don't touch evidence again. I was like, I'm sorry. I was just, like, so happy we got DNA.
She'll throw a punch and protect herself, but she'll touch evidence.
Yeah. I didn't throw any punches. I did not throw any punches. Just to clarify, I didn't punch him. Yeah, you know? I mean, it's okay for, like, I want people to know that it's okay that I punched him, because, like, fuck him. But the police did say, so what happened? And then that was like, well, then I got him in the jaw and then once in the stomach, and he's like, well, I'm gonna leave that out. You, shoved him? Mm-hmm. Good job. But I'm gonna leave that out. I was like, okay.
I mean, think about his intent. He wasn't just a guy using the women's bathroom. He was in there doing something disgusting.
Yeah, and he was, like, choking me.
Yes.
So of course I'm gonna have to do something.
That is self-defense. What were you gonna do? Be like, stop.
Yeah. Please, sir, stop. Like, I could not talk anyway. Like, he was...
You're squeezing on my larynx and I can't breathe.
Exactly. But stop. Because that ever worked. They had to take me back to the precinct to, like, give my official statement and everything. Mm-hmm. And so I got into the cop car, and my boys, they were kind of crying. Because they saw me be taken away with the police, and they're like, this is God.
What did you do?
And I was like waving out. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, I didn't, you know, everything's fine. I'll be back. I was like, y'all are too fucking cute. The next day, my boss, the principal, she was like, first of all, go to the doctors, get yourself checked out, rule out any injuries or, you know. And I was like, okay. And then the doctor was like, so how long do you want to be sick? And I was like, not at all. I want to go back to work tomorrow. Like, I need to see my kids. Like, I need to see that they're okay. They need to see that I'm okay, that everything's fine, you know?
That was nice of them to offer that to you, though. They could have been like, oh yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. But if you were not mentally okay...
For sure, yeah. But again, like, I was fine. I now learned about myself. I'm very durable.
Shelley brand, durable. Apache made. German made.
A
durable blend. There we go.
Yes. Durable blend. The next day, like, first of all, they were so sweet. Like, they were glued to me because they were, like, so worried. Because, like, the girl that was in there with me, like, she saw everything, you know? So, of course, that's traumatizing. Yeah, so, like, she was completely glued to me. And then so were the boys because they saw me be driven away by a police car. And then inside the police car, like, it was like a bus, sort of. And one of them was like, should I put you in handcuffs? Yeah. And I was like, I mean, that'd be kind of dope, but no, because I think then they're gonna lose their shit. I'm like, oh my God. My other colleague, who was sick the whole week, she made me something. She's a huge nerd as well, just like I am. The thing is, she's like, well, class, you know, we had an act of bravery, and she kind of like, you know, embellished the whole situation a little bit, and she's like, I have something for Mrs. Scott. Look how fancy this looks. And then I was like, oh my God. The way she introduced it, she made it sound so official. Like, yes, you know, act of bravery. And Mrs. Scott did something for all the girls in the world. And blah, blah, blah. And I was like, stop. And then she made me this. Look at it. Isn't that cool? Here, look at that. It says, the Jedi Order. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony, there is no death, there is the Force. And then it says, hereby acknowledge Shelley Scott, having completed his or her training and learned the ways of the Force and become Jedi Master. All privileges and status are now granted in full to the named recipient by the Jedi Order. The Master will respect the Jedi Code. Jedi are the guardians of peace in the galaxy. Jedi use the powers to defend and to protect, never to attack others. Oh my God. Jedi respect life in any form. A Jedi does not act for personal power or wealth, but seeks knowledge and enlightenment. A Jedi never acts from hatred, anger, fear, or aggression, but acts with calm and at peace with the Force. Grand Master Luke Skywalker with the sigil. Luke Skywalker. And she goes, I wanted Kylo, but I mean, he's dark side. But isn't that so sweet?
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, it's so cute. I was like, I'm gonna honor this forever. This is so cool. She also, like, texted me the day of. She's like, you know, the other teacher, of course I'm not gonna say any names, Mrs. She called me and she told me what happens. Let me tell you, Kylo Ren would be so proud of you. And I was like, that just made the whole day better.
I said the same thing to Shelley. Like,
yes,
I was like,
you
Adam
did.
would be so proud of you.
Yes, you did. And I was like, thank you.
And I wasn't saying that to embellish. I fucking meant it. Because I know if you ever meet Adam, not that you'd brag about it, but if it came up in front of him or he would be like, it's fucking awesome.
I don't think I would ever bring it up in front of him because it would feel braggy.
No, for sure. But I was just saying, in a perfect scenario, where he just happened to know, or someone mentions it or something, because I know you would never be like, hey, Adam, guess what? I saved a child.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saved a child? Just kidding.
The day of, I was still so in shock, and while I was on the phone with my husband, I was like very giggly. Even he told me, like, I knew exactly that you weren't okay. You were laughing way too much. You were like, everything's fine, everything's happy, I'm okay. He was like, no. I know my wife. Like, you're too giggly for a situation like that. And I was like, yeah, well, I was also trying to keep it together for the kids. Like, I didn't want to, like, not that I broke down ever, I don't think. The thing is, also my sister works at the same school, and she stayed all day where we live. School ends at 1, and then usually everybody gets to leave after 1. But we got in at like 4, and she stayed until I got there. And I remember just walking into the school and, of course, you know, saying hello to my boss and everything. And then I saw my sister and, like, we hugged, and I was like, oh, I needed that. Like, I needed my sister.
Yeah.
Just apparently, like, she had a pulse of, you know, the highest ever. She's walking around and, you know, really scared. Because they didn't know what happened. All they knew was there was a physical assault on me, and that was it. So, like, they didn't know anything until we got there. I don't think I was crying with my husband there. I was still in the process of giving the full report to my boss when he walked in, because, like, he immediately came to my work and, you know, checked on me. And I was still in that mode of, I'm okay. And then once I was at the doctor's, I kind of cried then, to just, like, not because I was like, oh my God, but just to, like, get the shock out, you know what I mean? It was just like, oh. But my husband was very doty. He was like, mother hen. Are you okay? You need some? I was like, no, I'm fine.
I told Shelley, I was like, take advantage of the doting.
Yeah, you did. You were like, well, take advantage of that. I could have asked for anything. You probably would have given it to me. Yeah. My husband also takes it into, like, the comedic path, or, you know, to, like, make things better, to, like, process stuff. Just really quickly to clarify, in middle school and in high school, I wrestled for a while. And so he always found that to be so funny. And, like, he would tease me about that. And he would call me El Toro del Diablo. And he's like, today you proved it. Like, people aren't gonna mess with El Toro.
Wait, so what does that mean in English?
El Toro, of the devil.
Well, I knew Diablo.
Yeah, the devil's steed. Or, not steed, the devil's bull. Bull of the devil.
Oh, that makes sense. Like Matador. Got it. Toro.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. He was, like, obviously scared for me, but also very proud.
So just so you guys know, you're seeing her right now. She's fine.
I'm fine.
We got some messages and...
Yes, we did. Thank you, everybody that reached out to me. That was so sweet. Like, at first I was like, because I felt the need to justify why we're so delayed. I'm like, I'm sorry, we can do this. Like, we like, we can't, we gotta stop filming, or, you know, delay filming. And, like, I felt sorry for that. And then everybody was just so sweet that texted me, you know, like, are you okay? I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Just processing. But thank you to everybody that did reach out and, yeah, make sure I was okay. That was very sweet. I see every single one of you.
She's a warrior.
I'm a warrior, baby. Right there. Picoris and Apache warrior.
Bam.
Bam, baby. I don't want to be like, oh, look at me, I'm a warrior. It just, like, talking about it and making it a little bit more humorous just makes the whole situation better.
And easier for you to process. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to impress anyone or brag or whatever. It's just that for me and my psyche, it makes it better because it's funny as opposed to, oh my God, look at what happened. You know, it's more of a ha ha ha. Now I can laugh about it.
What I love about the girls' opening scenes is the parallels. Like, every episode 1 of each season always starts out the same, Hannah in bed, and it always changes with someone else. First season was Marnie, second season was Elijah, and third season is Adam.
It's Adam. They've now been officially domesticated because they weren't really living together yet when they broke up. They were maybe getting ready to, and then of course Hannah got the cold feet or whatever. So now they're really comfortable with each other. You can tell that they're happy. Hannah's happy.
It's also right after he saves her.
Yeah, when she gets that fucking haircut, you know, fixed.
Coconut.
Miss Coconut Head gets her fucking... So the next Adam scene is he shows up at Cafe Grumpy's where Ray and Hannah work. Hannah works there. And then she's like, hey, what are you doing here? He's like, I dropped my keys down a sewer grate.
I dropped my keys down a subway grate.
He's just there to get fucking keys. That scene is crazy.
Oh, I love that scene.
Foreshadowing the fuck out of what's to come.
Literally just like Amy Schumer's character in this episode. I love her. She's so fucking funny. Like the way she's like, because obviously, like, Adam walks in, he's with Hannah, blah, blah, blah. And then Natalia and her friend, Amy Schumer's character, are in a booth in Ray's cafe. She sees him and she's like, no, I don't want to start anything. He's just like, this is a fucking donkey that broke your heart. And then, like, they confront him together. And then Natalia, you know, she's like, I just don't understand why you left. And he's like, yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm really bad with confrontations. And then she just loses it. And then Amy Schumer's character just goes, she's pregnant. Yeah, it's your son. And then she's like, no, I'm not pregnant.
What?
Well, you could have been impregnated by this donkey. Because then Adam's like, oh, come on, let's go, Hannah. And she goes, this is Hannah. This is Hannah. And then Amy Schumer's character's like, what, did you leave in a rush? Ray just loses it.
This is Hannah? This is Hannah. Did you leave in a rush?
And then she's like opening up about like, whenever you came on to me, it was in my hair. I got a blowout the next day. And I was just like, what the fuck? It's like fucking confetti. It's like, oh my god, that is so graphic. What? That whole scene is so fucking good. And he's just like, you know, like shameful, like in the corner, just like letting her, you know, and I mean, to be fair, he deserves it. He deserves that talking to. It's a little rude to call him donkey, but like if you're mad, of course you're gonna, you know, call him anything.
Right. She had a lot of unresolved things because they didn't get to talk. He just kind of disappeared. So that makes sense. I won't forgive her for letting him drink. Because not that she deserved any of the aftermath after that, but
if you have a mother that's in AA that has a drinking problem, you should know better. Like, yes, I understand if it's not you. Of course, you have a different perspective, but you have somebody close to you that has a drinking problem, and it's a horrible thing to go through. And just one drop could completely revert your healing process.
I've been sober for almost 8 months now. Decided to just do that because it literally can destroy your life. I know that my own sobriety is my responsibility. However, it's good to have a support system because Adam was not doing well in that moment and he was going to use alcohol as a crutch. And she let it happen. Didn't even put up a fight. She was just like, are you sure it's good? He's like, yeah, I want to have fun. I would have been like, listen, you met my mom in AA. Let's go get some pizza. Let's go get a milkshake. Like, she should have removed him from the situation. When I was in Brooklyn, I went to a bar, but I only got like soda and sat there. And it was the most boring fucking place now. Like, a bar is not for sober people. It's just not the same. So I was just like, okay, well. And then even when I sat down, they're like, you're not gonna drink. And I'm like, and that's why I was avoiding a lot of those kinds of places, like emo night or concerts, because a lot of the time they're in bars and there's alcohol everywhere. When you're in the right headspace or the wrong headspace in that case, and you're surrounded by it, you know, you could just make a bad decision just like that. Doesn't matter how long you've been sober. So it's just, I mean, people like to talk about, oh, that scene's so funny. Yeah, like people so funny that, you know, when Adam's dancing with Natalia, like, and then I'll like, I hate the scene because of what's actually happening as he's numbing himself.
And all of like the strange things that he does, like when he sprays the liquor or beer or whatever, he's like sprays it, and like it just shows you like how wild and like how detached you become, especially if you're somebody that's like going through, if you are an alcoholic or recovering alcoholic, if you revert back to that, you'll do crazy ass shit, you know, just to feel something, or you just lose touch of reality a little bit. Same thing with drugs, obviously. I'm totally with Natalia, but like while they were dancing at the bar, like she should have like perked up a little bit and gone, oh, I don't know. Especially knowing how her mom's journey went, because she has a loved one in AA. Had it been a random person that he had met without that kind of history, and then they went to a bar and she had reacted that way, okay, that's fine, because then you're not aware, you don't have that in on how people behave with that kind of issue or addiction or whatever you want to call it. So, but because she was aware, I was like, oh girl, you slacking. I don't like that.
I didn't mean to revert back to season 2, but it's good context, and I'm not ever saying that Natalia deserved any of that, and she deserves to be mad at him. But I can only imagine the level of shame that he felt in that moment. Rightfully so, but it's just, you know, when you relapse like that, it just, you carry this weight of like, fuck. You know, I haven't just, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen it. When you think you're gonna start fresh and then you don't, and you start over, it's like starting over, because now it's in your system, it's in your head, and it affects your emotions. And I think running into Natalia was what kind of made everything start to slowly fall apart with them.
Yeah.
Because Hannah tried to bring it up later, and it really set Adam off.
And earlier, Natalia was saying that
Are you really going to bring up what Natalia said?
Well, he already wasn't in a good mood because her friends were going to come over and he wanted to be left alone.
You don't have any friends. That's just fucking rude.
I don't make you hang out with any of my friends.
you don't have any friends.
That's just fucking rude.
He like calls out Hannah all the time. I mean, obviously Hannah has major identity issues and confidence issues. She has very low self-esteem. Well, actually, yes and no. Like in certain situations, she has way too much self-confidence where you're just like, whoa, calm down.
Yeah.
And then like internally, she's just so insecure.
I think she's very secure about who she is up here, but not so much like her appearance.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I have great personality, and I'm smart, and I'm a writer, and I'm this and that, but I'm a little overweight, and I don't wear makeup, and I don't take care of myself, so...
Yeah, and what Natalia and Amy Schumer's character say is exactly those trigger points, you know, and so of course she has like that whole crisis, and you can like tell when Ray is like, "Ooh, I like that blonde one, she's feisty," and then you can tell like Hannah's reaction, she's just like completely inside her head and just like, oh my god, she's panicking internally because she was basically insulted and triggered by that whole situation. And then, of course, the insecurity of being newly together with Adam again, and then seeing his beautiful ex-girlfriend, and like, again, I'm like, oh, don't make it about you. Not everything's about you, but I also understand that, you know, she did get triggered and processing that.
Right.
But to weaponize that against Adam is a little shitty when she's like, you know, well, you know, what Natalia said. No, leave that out, please. Out of the conversation.
And to be honest, I mean, I know Hannah doesn't know Adam very well, despite all this time that she spent with him, but Natalia knew even less about Adam. So you have to kind of take what she says about him with a grain of salt, really. So this is what Natalia said to Hannah. It's not an exact quote, but it says, "You're going to get pregnant, not know how to take care of it, and kill it."
I mean, spoiler for season 6.
And I literally was like, huh? It makes you wonder if that was echoing in Hannah's mind, like the whole fucking like part of the time. And then she's like, and then she's like in the diner, like, he's gonna kill my baby.
Holy shit.
I don't even know if that was planned, but that's some mega fucking foreshadowing if I ever heard it. There was a ton of it in this season.
Yeah. I mean, I could see Lena Dunham foreshadowing that for sure. She does that, you know, here and there. She has smart moments with her writing.
So when she's there with Adam trying to plan the tacos and how much ice cream, and, you know, he's like, "I don't hate your friends, I just don't care what they have to say." And she's like, "I don't care what my friends have to say, but that's friendship."
That's not friendship.
I don't hate your friends, I'm just not interested in anything they have to say.
I'm not interested in anything they have to say. That's not the point of friendship.
You don't sit there and tolerate people just because you've like proximity. Oh, we've been friends for this long, so then we must remain friends. And sometimes, like, I don't sit here and just like hang out with Shelley because we love Adam Driver and that's it. I care about her and her life and what she has to say. And when we hang out, that's important to me. Like, I can't just be like, well, I don't care what Shelley says, but that's friendship. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Like, that was really fucked up to say.
Yeah. And like, I sometimes she loves to agree with people, even if it's total bullshit and she knows it, just to be on the same level with them and like connect with that person she's talking to for that moment.
Okay.
And so I don't know if it was like one of those things, you know, because he's saying this and he means what he says. And so she doesn't want to get into a fight, maybe. Yeah. And she just wants to agree with him. And then she's like, well, you know, and then she backs herself up, justifies herself by saying, oh, well, that's friendship.
But Adam's so perceptive. Like, he's not that stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know what hold Hannah has on him. Even Ray asks him that in season 2. Like, what is it about Hannah that makes him go, yeah. I love that. I mean, maybe at first, when they were just fucking, it was the fact that she was so open to do whatever he wanted to do. Because clearly he had some sexual issues. He had like wild fantasies, and she doesn't have that much self-confidence or self-esteem. She just kind of like played into that and let him do whatever he wanted to be liked. So maybe in the beginning, yes, the sexual aspect probably spoke to him or resonated with him.
Yeah.
But now that they're together and living together and like sharing a home and like a life together, like what is it that really keeps him? Like what about her? Because she's so egotistical and like, I don't know. Maybe he's just like comfortable or.
This is my theory with Adam. I think Adam wants to feel like he matters, so he's going to do everything that he can to feel like he's important and that he's feeling validated. And so to go and save her in a moment where everyone else has abandoned her makes him feel important. When he gets up and helps her take her medication, when he gets up and he gets to be there for her, yes, it's fulfilling for her, but it's fulfilling for him. Because he feels like he can like actually take care of someone and feel important. It's why he won't just talk about himself in that way. He's waiting for someone to inquire about him. He's not just going to talk your ear off about shit you don't ask about. Like, I want someone who's going to care about me and my life and actually inquire about me, because he probably doesn't have a lot of that. And they like to throw that in his face about not having friends. But if people aren't going to show that they care, then why should he?
True. All right, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I remember there was a scene where Hannah was like, it was actually, I think, the beach house scene where they're all arguing, like all four of them.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I don't ask anything of my boyfriend and I do everything for him. And I'm literally like, what? What Delululand? What have you done for him?
Yeah.
What have you done for him? He makes sure you take medication, right? Are you just worried about him barely contributing to your rent? Is that all you fucking care about? Because apparently he's old enough to rent a car, so he drives your ass all the way to go get Jessa, which actually turns out they didn't even have to go do that in the first place. She could have just flown, but Jessa, with her manipulative ass, just said, no, come get me.
Yeah.
And that pissed Adam off because he knew he didn't want to even fucking do that for her, but he did it anyway.
Yeah. Huh. I'm like thinking now, because like when you said that he went to go save her because it made him feel good about himself. So you think he was more self-serving as opposed to altruistic?
I don't think he wants to feel important, but like himself. I think he wants to feel like he matters, that he's important to somebody.
I get that, but I don't think it like in the moment he saved her. I just genuinely think like his survival instincts kicked in and he saw that she needed help and he just like did it because he clearly loves her, which I don't understand, but he does. But everything else he does afterward, I would sign. That he feels with Hannah, he feels important enough because she does go to certain lengths for her friends and loved ones. You know, like the whole thing with Jessa. Like she clearly didn't have to do that, but Jessa called and she's like, yep, I'm on my way. I'm coming to get you. So if she does that for Jessa, she definitely does that for Adam too. And maybe, okay, yeah. So then he feels important for somebody. Okay, I see. Yeah. That makes sense.
I have to figure this shit out because I'm writing a book. I have to, even though none of it is in Adam's perspective, I have to know what the fuck's going on, at least somewhat, in his head.
Now that I'm like thinking about it with you, now it makes more sense because Hannah is a very honest person. Like she just blurts out whatever the fuck she's thinking, which, you know, has its merits. Sometimes you're just like, shut the fuck up. Like nobody wants to hear that. But I think that's refreshing to Adam because there's so many secrets in his life, so many issues. I mean, clearly his childhood wasn't that great. His sister's a whack job. And so I think what he likes about Hannah might be the candor or like just the openness to talk about anything and everything and all the time. And also having that feeling of that person's actually there for me because she's sticking around. Like she, for whatever reason, keeps coming around and coming back to me. Maybe he does feel loved and kind of appreciated, even though of course later when her boss dies and he asks her, he's like, do you not care at all? Like what if I died? And she's like, I would be very, very sad. And he's like, my whole life would be broken. Sad. Yeah, like extremely sad, really. Like
he's like, the world would blur.
Yeah.
Extremely sad?
Yeah, if you died, I'd be extremely sad.
If you died, the world would blur.
I couldn't get up in the morning. Like I couldn't leave bed if something happened to you and you would just be extremely sad. You know, of course there's that, you know, emotional aspect, but I think the illusion that she gives is that she's there for him. She loves him. She cherishes him. And so that's what he's probably feeding off of a little bit. Or like he's getting that satisfaction of what his inner child needs, I guess. Even if it's just an illusion. Oh God, this sounds so toxic now that we're talking about it. Like, oh my God.
Baby boy just wants to matter.
Yeah.
So me and Ali have talked about this, that he has like an avoidance issue, or he'll just kind of like disappear or pulling away, which is what he does start to do with Hannah. Not that he doesn't love her, but he's seeing the red flags. I think another thing with Adam is that he'll see the red flags, but then remember the good stuff. And then he tries to, I think like, oh, well, was the worst worth it? Like the good bits, and then he just misses the good bits and forgets about the red flags. And then he gets reminded again, oh, that's right, she's heartless and a sociopath and, you know, has no empathy. Oops. But something that I realized watching is, so when he's realizing that she's lacking this empathy and she's like, I don't feel anything about his death. Like she talks about it with Ray and he's also just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? She hangs out with his sister. They go to like the graveyard and they talk. And then his sister makes up this story about a wedding and, you know, whatever.
Oh, yeah, about her little cousin and how Adam took her to the prom.
Yes. And then she's like, no, I made that shit up. And you didn't even, like, emote anything.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even give a shit. Then after she meets Adam on the stoop, my mind immediately clicks that Hannah makes all that shit up to explain herself because she learned it from his sister.
Yeah.
She's like, I gotta make some shit up to create that I have some empathy. And I'm like, no, my God. Instead of creating empathy, she decides, oh, I'm gonna make up a story so that I sound like a human. And I was like, I hate her. I hate her.
Yeah, that was the moment I was like, you are so fucking manipulative and you are a psychopath. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, he was so upset and he was like on the stairs and he was just like contemplating his life choices probably. And she just comes up and makes up the shit. Not even her original thought. She copy pastes it from his sister because she's also a psychopath.
I think I should tell you about Margaret. She was my cousin and she died.
And oh my God.
'Cause she can't conjure up how to show that emotion, like, naturally. Gross.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting!
Oh, what's her neighbor's name? He says a line that really resonated with me and like made me feel justified.
Yeah.
Is when she's like, why are you crying? And it's not even real, the sister. And he just goes, just because it's not real doesn't mean I didn't feel it. Yeah, I was like, that's so true. Readers get a lot of crap like that, or people that love Ben Solo. If your favorite character dies, just because it's not real doesn't make it not true in your heart. You know, like you still feel it. You still feel that pain. And so I loved that quote.
Yes. Like when the fucking Red Wedding happened in Game of Thrones. We were crying and people are like, why the fuck are you crying? It's just a show. And it's like, well, because it's a very intense scene and people that matter to the viewers died. Spoiler, if you haven't seen it, it's been 10 years, so sorry. Get it together.
Get it together. My sisters, they played Reigns of Castamere at my wedding.
She just turned to the side and just showed a sword. Like, there's no swords at a wedding.
Like at the wedding, nobody but me got it. I mean, my best friend Onyx, shout out to you, Onyx. He also understood it. He was like, what the fuck? Onyx? Onyx? Yeah, and obviously Jenny, she understood it too. She's like, no! Because like they did a playback show and they had like separate little performances, which was amazing. It was so cool. They did Moana and California Kid. Anyway, at one point, because the others, they had to get dressed, so they went off to the side. They put on their hoods, like their elvish hoods from our Lord of the Rings cosplays. Like they turned on Reigns of Castamere, closed the doors, and we're just walking around. I was like, this is awesome. And everybody else, like my husband's side of the family, they were just kind of like, or like, you know, obviously all the other generations that don't watch Game of Thrones, they were just like, okay.
Right.
And we were just like,
But the fact that you were dressed up like the Hobbits? You were dressed up like the Hobbits?
Not at our wedding, no. This was like from years ago, we did elves.
Got it, because I was gonna say, I was like, oh my God, imagine like the Hobbits going and it's like, Pippin just goes, it's the Red Wedding.
Who are you? The wise Lord said. So that was that little.
Man, yeah, so yeah, I get it. I'm an empath. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, same. By the way, because obviously Ben Solo traumatized the fuck out of me, I actually don't attach myself whatsoever to characters anymore. Unless I know how it ends. Because I'm like so careful now.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
It
I feel
sucks.
that.
But that scene, that made a lot of sense. I mean, of course, it kind of brought our attention to Hannah's psychotic self. But yeah, that line just really hit hard because it's true. Back to the first episode, taco night. Sorry. When he tells her, I'm not going to change myself into a different person just because you want me to. And I feel like Hannah does that a lot.
Well, I'm not going to change into a different person just because you want me to.
She wants him to be so many different people for so many of her other different people, friends. Like, for each friend, I feel like she wants him to act a certain way. I'm just like, he's the way he is. He can't change it, nor should he. Just accept him how he is and, like, stand by him if one of your friends doesn't like it. Like, what the fuck?
Also, later on at the beach house argument, Marnie talks about how she wanted to improve herself. And she's like, well, it's been 2 years. You haven't done anything. And then Hannah's like, well, lower your expectations. And she's like, I can't lower them any further. So Hannah is not willing to change either. So she cannot expect the people around them to change. Asking her to change and improve is because she has some character flaws. I'm not saying that Adam doesn't, but I feel like she's trying to mold him into a different person. She needs to improve because she's a heartless, narcissistic bitch.
She's Bo to hoe.
If he doesn't want people over at his house and to tolerate people he doesn't want to be around, that's his prerogative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then go somewhere else. Go to somebody else's house or, you know, meet at a bar or have them over when he's not in town. Or like, you got to respect his safe place because that's where he lives.
Yeah. Fuck.
But yes, the speech. Let's get back to the speech.
Oh my God. I love it.
So Adam, for anybody that hasn't seen it, but I mean, I'm hoping you have, or else there's so many spoilers. Marnie, actually, do you know what? Do we want to just like show the clip because it's so beautiful? He consoles Marnie, who's going through a breakup with Charlie. I love how she like bites into the taco and then she just lets it all fall back out of her mouth. I was like, yeah, that's so real for that.
Huh? Am I right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And then she's like, I'm talking about him, blah, 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 and sad. And then he's like, hey, okay, listen. And then he has this speech.
Play it.
When I was 22, this Colombian girl dumped me. She was both Colombian and went to the University Columbia. And she was beautiful, and she was smart, and she was related to Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And just as fast as we fell in love, she disappeared. And I knew she had just used me. You know, she was an intellectual and I was a thug. And I just stared at the ceiling all day, remembering the first time we fucked on my couch in Sunnyside after a rainstorm on a Thursday.
Okay, I'm not a jealous person by nature, but I really hate this story.
He's telling an incredibly beautiful and romantic story.
And then one day after being fucked up for months, I realized something. I didn't know her. She didn't know me. Just because I tasted her cum and spit or could tell you her middle name or knew a record she liked, that doesn't mean anything. That's not a connection. Anyone can have that. Really knowing someone is something else. It's a completely different thing. And when it happens, you won't be able to miss it. You will be aware. And you won't hurt or be afraid. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Him going like, okay, just because I tasted her cum or spit in my mouth, that doesn't mean anything. Like, really knowing someone is something else, and that's so true. Really connecting with someone. And I feel like he's semi-talking about Hannah, and she's probably the only person he ever truly connected with. However, she's still not 100% the person that he wants to have that true, or maybe he wants to have that true connection with her, but he can't because she's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He wants that, and he deserves it.
Totally. And I think it's really beautiful for that coming from a sex addict, too.
Yes. Yeah. And also just the dynamic between him and Marnie.
Well, yeah, because Marnie just thinks he's like this nasty sex, like, whatever. It's like there's this surface level of just coming because of, you know, he says, yeah, I can't go to sleep unless I come, you know?
Yeah, I just can't sleep well if I don't come.
Like, sometimes you just need that mental reset to go to bed. Yeah. But to actually connect with somebody and then have sex with them and not just to come, is a whole other different thing. And that's why he made that distinction. It changes and elevates sex.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I sent a video to Shelley crying watching that scene, how Adam is delivering this. He's brilliant. And the fact that they got to be in the room watching him do that.
Also, like, Hannah interrupting him while he's, like, in this emotional speech with Marty. Like, they're having a moment. Why would she, A, interrupt it, and B, make it about herself again? She's like, I don't know how I feel about this story. And then Shoshana's like, shh, he's telling a beautiful story. I'm like, yes, thank you, Shoshana.
She's like, this is the most beautiful story ever. Do not interrupt it.
No, interrupt it. I feel like Marnie needed it to come from anybody else but Hannah and Shoshana, because of course they're her best friends. They're gonna say whatever she needs or wants to hear, especially for Hannah, to make the situation better for everybody, to be more comfortable. She even says, like, okay, let's not talk about this, it's depressing. And then Adam's like, no, it fucking sucks. And Marnie's like, thank you. Oh, and then she also says, I've always appreciated your candor. It's like, yes, because he just says it how it is. Like, he's not gonna make the situation, like, he's not gonna sugarcoat anything. Like, he's just gonna tell you how it is, how you should or need to hear it, because clearly you need that honesty. And so for him, who she's kind of emotionally distant from anyway, to reach out and say, hey, this is how it is. This is, what I went through. Once you have that connection, you are gonna feel it. You're not gonna be scared. You're gonna want it. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be true. And it's gonna be easy. And so she needed to hear that so bad from him. And I just love that moment so much. That whole speech. I feel like that's definitely my favorite scene out of the whole season.
Yeah. It cuts to them like, having sex, and then she rolls over, and then he goes, I'm sorry, but I don't want to see your friends for like 3 months.
I really don't want to see your friends for like 3 months. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah. And the way she's like rubbing
He says it's so
face.
sweet though. He's like, I can't do it. Like, he's so drained.
Yeah. Which I get. I feel like Shoshana, 5 minutes of Shoshana, I'd be drained for like 3 months.
I do want to bring up one thing that was in season 1 towards the beginning. It shows that she's going to therapy.
Wait, season 1?
I meant episode 1. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Of season 3.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Sorry. And I'm like, oh my God, great. Now Hannah gets to talk about herself. And the moment that he asks about Adam, she's like, I thought in therapy we were only going to talk about me. I want you to talk about me. I want to talk about me. Like, what the fuck? But I guess the whole rent situation come up because she kind of stresses a little bit about money and like the rent thing. And she's like, yeah, sometimes it brings home a little bit of money, and from the paper mache things that he makes. And then he's like, what does he make out of paper mache? And she won't answer the question. Now I'm here like, well, what is Adam making out of paper mache? Is it penises? That's the only thing I could think of as a man. And then she won't even admit to it. Adam Sackler's making penis paper maches. Is he using his own penis? Adam gets the audition. Well, he does an audition, and then he talks about like how he just does them as like a social experiment for himself. And then of course Hannah's stressed because she's the one paying rent. And he's like, well, I can just sell these on eBay for $20. People are fucking stupid. And it's like this, I guess it's a dream catcher. I don't know, but it looks like it's just made from shit.
Yeah.
And then we'd be able to pay all of our rent, and we'd never have to worry.
I could sell these on Etsy for like $20 each. People are fucking stupid.
Literally.
That he has around the house or whatever. And she's like, okay, sir.
Yeah. He's like, oh, yay.
Yeah, yay. But then he actually gets an audition, and he's so stoked about it.
Yeah. And he gets a call back, too.
Yes, he gets the call back, and he's so excited. And then Hannah's got like a big girl job at GQ magazine. And so now she's reduced to just writing nights and weekends. So she's coming home and like wants to, write or whatever. But Adam's trying to tell her about getting the audition and all the process. And what happened, Shelley?
Falls asleep.
Their last minute, they just slipped me in. Only had 10 minutes to look at the sides that they given me.
She falls fucking asleep while he's like so happy.
Yes!
And she just fucking falls asleep. I'm just like, are you fucking serious? Like, he's so excited about it. And she's just like, yeah. And then she falls asleep. And he's like so sweet and like puts the blanket over her and like still caring for her.
And she's like, oh, thank you.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I felt so sorry for him.
Well, she like postpones it like it's an appointment. Like, hey, I need to write first and then you can tell me about it later. I'm like, why don't you just like let him talk about it real quick now?
Yeah.
Give him your undivided attention and then do your shit.
Yeah, especially because he has to do that all the time for you.
Yeah.
Oh, she's such an asshole sometimes.
Literally.
So I have a question, Shelley. So they find out that Hannah's grandma is in the hospital for like a broken femur, but then it ends up being pneumonia.
Yeah.
And they think she's going to die. Where is she traveling to? Because when she gets into that car crash with her cousin and Adam has to race over.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how far he had to go on Desi's bike.
I think they're in upstate New York, to be honest. Yeah. Because, like, she has to take the train, which is apparently, like, super long.
Yeah.
And she, like, packed her bags for multiple days. Well, okay, you don't know how long her grandma's gonna be sick, of course. But, like, when you look at the grandma's house, because the 3 sisters, so her mom and her 2 aunts, they stay at the grandma's house. And they're, like, looking through all of her shit and, like, putting Post-it notes on, you know, for when she passes already, you know, trying to figure out who gets what. And you can, like, look outside, and that is not New York City whatsoever. So it has to be upstate New York, I'm pretty sure. And like again, like he had to get a fucking motorcycle, or you know, Desi's motorcycle. And like he's super sweaty, and like he got there, I don't know how much later, but like they're already in the hospital, already taken care of. They're just waiting for the moms, the mother hens.
He gets there before the moms do, and they're in upstate New York.
I'm pretty sure what happened was she texted him first, car crash, because then he's like, don't just text me, car crash, scare the shit out of me.
Okay, don't only text me car crash, okay? Scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
You know, so I'm pretty sure she texted him while she was probably still in the car. Then they call the ambulance. Then the ambulance came there, and during all of this, like he's probably like hauling ass.
Yeah.
Then they get to the hospital. They already get taken care of. They're probably then on the phone with their moms, and then they drive to wherever the hospital is. So I'm guessing he had like this huge, or not huge, but like maybe like I don't know how long it takes to get out of New York to upstate. I don't know. Depending on how fast he was going.
Yeah, the bike. Oh my God.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like right outside of the city or you know.
Yeah. I didn't know if I missed something. Like, I obviously missed where she went, but I was like, how far did Adam like go?
Yeah.
She's so attention seeking, and we already knew this, but it's like she knew that he was in the middle of shit. All she could have done was been like, hey, I got into an accident. I'm fine. I just hit my head.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
Call me when you have a second. Simple.
Exactly.
Car crash. Come to me. Huh?
Yeah.
Over a head wound. No concussion,
like a
nothing.
little
just a
tiny scratch. Yeah. Her cousin had the whiplash because she had like the neck brace on. Like she's the one that had the most damage. You know, I mean, she looked fine or whatever, but like, I mean, whiplash is whiplash. You know, can't underestimate that. But like, she had a teeny tiny little scratch up there, and that was that. But I'm glad we got that because Sackler is so fucking sweet in that scene. First of all, he runs past her. The elevator goes ding, and you just see Adam going vroom, and then he backs up and sees her. And then he's like, I was just followed by a group of mother hens. And you can hear her mom, Lorraine or whatever. And then Aunt Margot and Sissy.
Got some mother hens following me.
Oh, my baby.
Just coming in. Oh my God!
And they go into this bickering match, too.
Yeah, it is such a dysfunctional family. Oh my God. I mean, obviously Adam's family is highly dysfunctional as well.
Yeah.
But this family, oh my God. They're not toxic. I wouldn't say like there's still that fine line, but it is highly dysfunctional. And I think Adam's family in comparison is just toxic. You know, a lot of problems, a lot of issues.
Like, I don't want to. You have got to be quiet.
Well, I'd love to be quiet. Not an option with these.
No, you
shut up, Lorraine.
But
yeah, he says the funniest shit and actually almost makes Lena Dunham break. He's like, oh, this is enchilada night at my parents' house. And she goes,
yeah. Yeah, she goes,
I am so sorry you had to see that.
No, it's like enchilada night at my parents' house.
I'm guessing that's improv.
I'm pretty sure it was. Because, like, both of them, the cousin too, she goes,
He was watching it like a soap opera. He was so invested. He was like,
yeah. Our mother is naked and dying. Why does she repeat naked?
Why did we have to say that naked? Like, does she just mean vulnerable?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That was such a good fucking scene. I loved it.
But since he happens to be at the hospital, they're just like, okay, I guess come see my grandmother. And she basically has a phone call with him earlier telling her that her mom wants her to lie about marrying Adam. God, I think we have to go back further. Okay, she has a interview with Patty LuPone.
Yes.
Because he gets the Broadway audition and then he gets the role.
Mm-hmm.
He calls her to tell her in the middle of the interview, and then Patty's just like, oh, you're just gonna have to forgive him for being an asshole.
Yeah.
And she lets that get at her so bad that it affects all of these decisions, that making presumptions about Adam that aren't even happening. And
of course, like always.
yeah, all he wants to do is focus.
Yeah.
She tells him that, like, her mom wants her to say this, and so I think he's just taken aback by, having to lie about that when it's not a big deal, that they aren't even thinking about that. He's not thinking about that. He's like, I'm very committed to you at this moment. And then I think the words "at this moment" probably made her go, what do you mean at this moment? What about later? What about...
Yeah.
I guess I just thought that you were thinking about this in a more committed way, so I'm feeling a little like...
I am. I'm very committed to you at this time.
But honestly, like, in that moment when he said, at this moment, I'm very committed to you, I also went, what do you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a choice. It's a choice to say it like that. But I get her, but also she just spirals, like she always does.
Right. There is not anything by his actions that hasn't told me that he's not committed and doesn't care about her. I think because he hasn't looked that far into the future for him to really know what he wants in a relationship. So again, this is probably me making excuses for him. So excuse me. But
no, you're actually on point with this.
Because they have never talked about anything like that before. It's never really been something that he thinks about. Adam is only now just figuring out eventually that he has something that he cares about, that he's dedicated to, that he can put his soul into.
Yeah.
We find out later in other seasons that he decides that he would like to settle down eventually and he would like to have a family, and we see that later, but that's not something he's thinking about at this time.
He has a lot of trauma to go through, to process. Like, he has a lot of issues that he needs to heal from. And so of course he's not gonna think about 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when the now is kind of fucked up. Like, he has to find his basis, he has to find his foundation, and that's what he's trying to do. And he finally gets his act together, quote unquote. He stepped away from the alcohol, from the sex addiction, from self deprecating behavior and just self-destructive behavior,
Right.
And he finally has some focus and something, like, he has a drive. He finally has something that he wants to accomplish.
Yeah.
And so he's like, let's do this, but I also need to focus. Like, I can't have this drama around me. And she's like, but I'm just being me. And he's like, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Well, she creates shit out of nothing.
She does.
That's tiring.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they both feel like they're not at their 100%. She clearly, because like the whole role-playing scene, which we can talk about in thorough in a minute.
Yeah.
Like,
we have a lot to talk about with that shit, baby.
We have a lot to talk about, baby. Let's unpack this shit. Like, she obviously felt the need to do that, to role play and get him, do something for the relationship, because she also felt like, oh, this isn't going anywhere, that it's, at a breaking point, it's sort of crumbling. And he obviously felt that too, because he's like, dude, I need some space from you right now. I need to focus on me. I need to do this, work on it, and then we can find back together in a couple weeks. Like, he wasn't breaking up with her, he just needed space from her, because like clearly they're, not the healthiest couple. But yeah, like, they both, on both sides of the relationship, they felt like something's up.
Right. Well, it kind of goes back to what Shoshana... Oh, we haven't even talked about the road trip.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, we have been so busy, so if you're listening to this and you watched Girls, this is gonna be so out of order, but we're sorry. Or, well, actually, we're not sorry, because, like, this is just how our brains work, especially right now, since, like, we're so swamped life. So, like, we're just gonna randomly talk about this season. Like, it doesn't have to be in order. Who cares?
If you haven't seen it, go get HBO Max.
Or just buy the DVDs.
Or Yo-Ho, Pirate's Life for Me, and...
Because that's what I did, like, 10 years ago.
Okay, so rewind. God, we're doing a lot of rewinding. Don't worry, we'll hop back to the hospital soon, okay?
Yeah.
So Jessa's in rehab. By the way, that shit that she does in rehab is crazy. I'm just gonna say that, like...
Dude,
Jessa is fucking crazy in this season. Like, the shit that she does just for the sake of it. Like, giving head to that one girl.
Yes, you're a lesbian. She's like, how dare you? And then she's like, no, I think I am gay. And then she's like, well, let's make sure.
Like, you're not, what? Huh? You're not helping this girl? Well, maybe a little, but no, you're not. She's in rehab.
All you can do is smoke and talk about your feelings. That's it.
Yeah, literally. Also, the fact that she has a sign females only. Like, girl, oh my god. Relax.
It's like we got gently told that Jessa swings both ways, so woo!
Yeah, which makes sense for her character because she's just so free.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
she's very
it's true.
liberated, and I mean, obviously she has issues, or else she wouldn't have a drug addiction problem.
Right.
She has issues, but like she's also very I don't give a fuck mentality, which is liberating. But I feel like sometimes she gives too much of a or not enough fucks.
Not enough fucks.
That didn't make
for sure.
sense. Sometimes you should give a fuck.
Yeah, she's just burying a lot of pain. She can't seem to bury it deep enough, I think. So she's in rehab, and Jessa lies and tells Hannah that a family member has to come get her.
Like sign a waiver to let her leave, but they have
Let
an
her
open.
out.
What is it? Open sign policy or whatever.
Open door?
Open door. Yeah, open sign. Open door policy. Yeah. So like she could leave. Open sign. Oh, because it's we're open. Come on in, addict.
Please continue where you left off about your favorite part of the road trip with Adam, please. I would love to hear it. I want to hear it.
Well, my favorite part is when they go hiking. Hannah's just being Hannah and like complaining about everything. And she's like, I need my space and this is very not liberating enough, blah, 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 with the chair in the back. And then he just stops the car, gets out, and she's like, what are you doing? We're going hiking.
What are you doing?
Hiking.
Because like he can't take it anymore, which I get because I wouldn't be able to take that shit either. Like he just casually like opens her door and then just continues walking. She's like, no, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, this is what you wanted. Like just breathe for a second. Not everything has to be on your phone. If you want stories, live the fucking story.
You want something to write about? Well, here it is.
Yeah.
And so they go on a hike, and my favorite part, which my husband and I always quote, is like when he's like, look all around you. The trees, the frogs, the birdie birds. I love that part so much.
The glory of God is all around us, Hannah. Trees, frogs, birdie birds.
And then
of course, Shoshana's like, okay, cool, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
She's down for it. And then, of course, Hannah wants to make a point, and out of spite, she just sits down. She's like, I'm going to live my truth, and you can live yours.
You live your truth. I'll be here living my truth.
Okay.
And then smiles at him, thinking he's going to buckle and, like, come back. And he's like, I know what you're doing. And then he takes a stick. He's like, okay, bye. See you later. And she's like, really? Or we could just all go back to the car. Nope, bye.
Or we could all just go back to the car.
See you in a bit.
But I have no stick.
Like, yeah, I would have left your ass too. Jeez. I hate her. Well,
I mean,
don't
honestly,
hate her,
Adam's
but,
on that damn trip for her. Like
Exactly.
It's all because she can't rent a car. He's doing all that for her, and yet she's still acting like he's not doing anything for her. Like,
yeah, exactly. Shoshana brings up the fact that she's like, oh yeah, my friend, and he says that this is like one of the, like, this is like the third worst thing or blah, blah, blah that could happen to him. And then Adam's like, who has a third of anything? And she's like, who doesn't? And he's like, I don't catalog my mind. It's unhealthy. And I was like, yes, Adam, good. Yes, that's so true.
Ray's third worst scenario in life, thank you, is a road trip with a spontaneous detour.
Who has a third worst anything?
Who doesn't?
I don't. I don't catalog my mind. It's unhealthy.
Like cataloging a mind, like having so many tabs open, like mentally, is just like so frustrating and like so unhealthy.
mm-hmm.
How about just focus on one thing, live it, experience it, and then go to the next, and not spend your time wondering, how am I going to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this? Just like, hey, do one thing, check it, and then go to the next.
I think I'm sitting here trying to figure out what that's like. I'm trying to think of like, what are we even talking about? Tabs? Are you kidding me? Like, mine is literally like a browser with like thousands of tabs that I forgot to close. Adam's brains is like pop-ups, like spam pop-ups.
You could just
It's just like random shit going on in there. And then mine is just like, oh my God, I have all these thoughts and feelings. I need to close. I need to remember to close all this stuff. Like, I feel like that. And I'm like, how do you have one tab open? Wow, what a life. Teach me, Adam, teach me. Anyways, that was real. But Shoshana says, like, I don't know, like, what Hannah would do without you. What if she had a real guy with, like, a real job and, like, a real life? And it's almost like that literally is foreshadowing to what comes later. Because, God forbid, Adam Sackler gets a life and something outside of Hannah, and then that's when she buckles.
Yep.
Hannah needs so much, and you just give and give and give like a saint.
It goes both ways.
No, okay, I'm serious. Think about it. Like, what would she have done during this period of mental unrest if her boyfriend had been, like, an actual human being, like, existing in society? Like, what if you had, like, a job or responsibilities or, like, places to be during the day or, like, a best friend?
Well, she is my best friend.
It feels like a diss from Shoshana, but I don't think she intends for it to be, like, insulting. And I don't think he reacts like that either. Like, he just kind of takes it and goes, oh, okay. But she just always just, like, throws up everything that she thinks. You know, it's like a thought throw up.
It's like, is that really what Hannah needs, is to be coddled 24/7? Like, she needs to learn to have some sort of independence. And I think she learns that at the very end of Girls, though, that she can't depend and she has to face this world by herself. But it's almost like Shoshana's like, yeah, that's exactly what Hannah needs. But she's saying that because she knows what Hannah thinks she needs.
Yeah, exactly.
Shelley, what kind of utensil do you want your food delivered into your mouth with?
I never thought about it.
I guess,
I guess a fork.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Like, why would you want 4 prongs stabbing you in the mouth when you could have a silver
your food delivered on a fluffy cloud?
Yeah. What did you just say?
What's your favorite utensil?
My favorite utensil is... I never thought about it.
Wait, seriously? That's, like, insane. Like, what if you had to pick?
Guess a fork.
Okay, that is crazy. Like, why would you want cold metal prongs stabbing you in the tongue when instead you could have your food delivered into your mouth on, like, a cool, soft, pillowy cloud?
What did you just say?
Yeah, I felt that. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, that's like a 4-year-old would ask you that. What's your favorite utensil? Not even. Like, do you love a fork or spoon better? What's your favorite
Spork, baby, because then you can eat anything. You can scoop it, you can scoop it, you can do whatever. There you go. There's your 4-year-old answer. I want a spork.
I want a spork.
Also, I've never seen like a spork made of metal. Like, they're only at like fucking picnics and family reunions. I know it's a family reunion, but it's always plastic. I mean, I'd be like, can I get a pack of metal sporks and put them in my silverware drawer, please? Thank you. So I don't have to choose if I want to be a fork or a spoon person.
I think if somebody like genuinely asked me that, I would probably be like, utensil. I use my hands. My favorite utensil is my fingers. You know? Stop!
Yes.
Shannon!
Let's stop!
I saw your look and I was like,
I'm sorry, I'm so bad. It's like a utensil, you say. Well, how do I like to devour my meals? With my fingers.
With my fingers. Scoop it up!
It's finger licking.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I know, I'm sorry. I've been focused on my erotica lately, so my brain's been in the gutter. I'm going to tell you the one thing that really confused me about the road trip is that Adam is like, well, Hannah is my best friend. And I'm like, why? What?
I think he's just the closest person he feels to, like emotionally. He hates his sister, obviously.
Right.
He has friends, but he doesn't have friends that he like really has an emotional connection with. Like, obviously, Taco, she's, you know, from AA. And he probably feels like Hannah's the first person in his life that he can actually truly open up to and have a connection with. Like, he says to Marnie, you know, like, I'm pretty sure, like, obviously he was talking about Hannah. When he's like, when you know it, when you know, you're not going to be scared, you'll know when you have that connection. And I think that's really what it felt like for him when he met Hannah, because obviously she is somebody that you feel like you're comfortable enough to confide in, whatever. She does have that charm. Whatever she does with that information later, I mean, but in the moment, I do think she gives off enough comfortable vibes that you're like, all right, I can just lay everything out, talk to her, this person. She gives the illusion of having enough empathy, but she doesn't actually. But that little tiny bit of people pleasing also, probably makes her seem like you can confide in her. And because he's always struggled with connection, emotional connection, he's like, oh my God, the only person I can be myself around, who knows what I'm struggling with, who I can open up to, who I feel comfortable around, and that's why he's like, well, she's my best friend. Because yeah, in that moment of his life, she is. Like, she's the closest person he has. She's not a healthy person to have in his life, but that's like beside the fact. Like, in that very moment, she's the closest thing to like family or loved one.
Yeah, crazy that you say that, because that is kind of towards the beginning of the season, and then by the end it's like he's like, who is this person?
Yes.
She doesn't even know me. She doesn't know how my brain works. I don't know her.
Yeah. And do you know why that is?
Please tell me.
Because he evolves as well. He's getting healthy. He's basically in therapy for himself. He's healing. He's opening his eyes, metaphorically. He finally has a clear view on life and sees Hannah's actually kind of not so healthy for me and my mentality and my life. So he's like, slowly the window, or like the glass, is shattering around him, because obviously he loves her. He has a connection to her, or with her. And in the beginning of the season, like, he's still fragile. Like, he obviously had that relapse with Natalia. Yeah. So of course he was in a bad mental state. And then finally he's getting his life together. He got the audition. He got a callback. He got the role. Now he's focusing. Now he's really making sure he's okay. He's gonna get his shit together. And that makes him open his eyes to what Hannah actually is.
Yeah. He's too much of a sensitive soul to have Hannah, to have that lack of empathy, to not care. Because people think that he doesn't care, but Adam knows that he cares so much. When he is fully, he's like, when I commit to something, I really fucking commit. He didn't lie.
Yeah.
When he's really invested in someone, he really loves someone, he gives his all.
Healthy version of Adam, yeah.
Yeah, yes. That's why I think season 3 Adam is so perfect, because we really see all of those little bits and beautiful colors of him that make Adam Adam, and not just like this horny, sex-craved, creepy guy that some people like to categorize him as. That was just like a fucking facade of coping.
Yeah. Honestly, if I had that life he had, how would I turn out? Like, what would I do? Like, actual real life me. I think about that all the time. Like, of course, I had a home, I had a good support system growing up, I had good friends, and blah, blah, blah. What if that all fell away, just crumbled, and I had the unstable mentality and mental health that he has? I would probably also be really fucked up in the head and probably do some weird ass shit and like creepy shit or whatever. Like, I don't know. We'll never know, because obviously I'm healthy.
Yeah.
In the head. It's like a weird thing, because like, yeah, it's fucked up what he does. You're like, I don't know if I can condone this behavior, but also he has a lot of struggles. His pattern is very logical of his history.
Yeah, like to have sex and not connect until he finds that connection. And then he realizes that there is more to connection than just having sex, which is why when he fell in love with Hannah, he said that. He was like, we fell in love, and then I just wanted to have sex with just you. Why wouldn't you want a man just to want to have sex with you and not create a scenario to be outside of what's happening?
Yeah, dissociate.
Wouldn't you want him to make love to you? Like
that's the exact wording. Like, don't you want him to make love to you, or do you want him to just fuck you? Like, there is a difference, clearly.
Yes.
And I don't know if we talked about this in season 1. I'm just gonna reiterate. People that are sex addicts, they're not in it just to have sex. Having sex, like the physical result of like climaxing, releases hormones, which reduces stress. And people that are addicts or have like a lot of trauma, obviously they're under a lot of emotional stress. And so there's that outlet, because it's the easiest thing to do. It's the most natural thing to do. And you have an instant result of releasing hormones, because like they're so stressed constantly, so that's the only outlet, because it's easy, it's quick, you can do it yourself, technically. You know, that's how people cope. It's natural. But for Hannah and the role playing scene, which we can also get into, like you said, he says, whatever I was saying, like when I come, I don't know what I'm saying in that moment. I'm just like, blah, 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 you know, whatever comes to my mind. And then I'll forget. I don't know what I said 10 minutes ago. He's just in the moment. And again, he's an addict. And even if it's like fucked up fantasies, that doesn't mean that's actually what he wants. That doesn't mirror what he feels inside, like what his actual preferences are.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it is a fantasy, it doesn't necessarily mean that he wants that.
Right. He was very confused throughout the whole role play thing. Like he was just like, because this is not what he has ever done before or is into, and it sounded so scripted, so Hannah. She's like, these are your lines, and you say them like this, and it's like, man, just write an erotica. Like, what are you doing? Just making your boyfriend do this shit with you.
Just watching her the whole time, I just had so much secondhand embarrassment. It was so hard to watch. I was like, girl. And like the way he was watching her too, he was just like, oh, what is she gonna do next? This is so fucking creepy. What is she doing?
I didn't like how even in the fantasy that he had to drink.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't he be sober in her fantasy? Why did he have to have a vodka soda or whatever the fuck it was? And also, I don't know how, as a sober person, I know she's been sober for a while and that was like the one relapse. We don't know how much time goes by with girls, but I'm assuming that relapse wasn't that long ago. Okay.
Yeah.
That's hard. She got drunk at home with those beers on the table after kicking his sister out, knowing that her person that she lives with is sober. And then she goes out and gets plastered with friends.
I got so drunk and I had to fall asleep at my friend from work's place. It was so irresponsible. I haven't acted that way. Like, ever.
Well, did you have fun with your work friends?
I don't know if I could be with somebody who was doing that.
Yeah.
And then having to deal with somebody drunk coming home, like that is a lot for me to have to worry about, for like triggers, for my own trauma, but also just like me having to kind of relive what being around drunk people and being drunk and what that feels like and what that means. I don't know if I could do that. And I find that very disrespectful to Adam's lifestyle. Wouldn't she try to not drink for him too? You know, I don't know.
Well, obviously Hannah's way too egocentrical for that, but any other healthy person, like even fucking Jessa would probably take a step back from that to ensure that he's comfortable, that he doesn't have to relapse, that he doesn't have to watch his trauma unfold before his eyes once again. I feel like even Jessa would do that. Even Shoshana. Honestly, even Marnie. They all would do that except Hannah.
Shoshana would be like, oh my God, of course I'll go outside and drink. Like, oh my God, I do not want you to like relapse. Oh my God. Like, can you imagine if you relapsed right in front of me? Oh my God, I don't know what I would say. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to stop drinking for you, but I can definitely hide it. I can put a plastic bag around it.
But I mean, that goes to show how much it doesn't affect him, that, you know, he's been around it and he's not like, but at the same time, it just feels really disrespectful for her to make those kinds of choices.
Yeah.
Like living with him.
Yeah. She does a lot of fucked up shit.
Not to jump around, but the scene where he gets the audition in his cute little red shirt.
Yes, and the screaming part, the screaming scene, for anybody that hasn't seen that scene, it is phenomenal because Adam Sackler gets the role for Major Barbara? No.
It's like Brontier or something like that.
Yeah.
Brontier.
Brontier. He gets the part. He's like all happy. Can't believe it. And then he goes into the restroom, like stuffs his mouth with paper towels, and then he screams and he's like, and I've done that before.
I actually did it for a cosplay video. I don't know. Would it be kind of funny if you wanted to do it? I'm gonna go to my kitchen.
Same. I'll be right back too, because I've actually done that.
Me a paper towel. Yes. Oh, look at you bringing the whole damn roll. Oh my God. How much paper towel you gonna put in your?
I'm committed, baby.
And a paper towel roll.
One sheet. Okay, I think that's all he did. Okay.
By the way, I did that during uni. Like, I got so angry, and I was in the building of the university, and I did it exactly that. I was like, I need to do this, Adam. I need to do this. So I stuffed it, and I was like, all right, ready?
Yeah. I make so much saliva that this fucking paper towel is soaked already. I'm like, ugh.
That felt so good. I needed that.
Right?
Holy shit. I need to start doing that more.
What would Adam do? Scream into a paper towel, even if it is just for a bit. Use it.
Seriously, oh god, that felt good. My mom always says, like, if you're frustrated, if you're angry or whatever, just go into the woods and scream. Like, nowadays, you can't really do that, but that's an option. That's an alternative.
I do it in my car sometimes, because I'm naturally just very loud. If I'm gonna, like, yell, then I'm yelling, so...
Yeah, I have, like, that, I don't know if the word is guttural, like, that very, like, scream when I get really, really mad. It's like a drill sergeant.
Well, it would check out, would it not? Because you come from a military family.
Probably get that from my dad. No, seriously, like, I don't scream, I shout. Grunt.
Nice.
Grunt. It's very grunty. My shouting is very grunty. It's not very ladylike.
She's like, I'm grunty and cunty. I'm grunty and cunty.
I'm a typical Apache. I'm grunty and cunty.
Yes, bitch.
Yes.
Yes, bitch. You tell them. You fucking tell them.
The Apache and the Picoris, like, mixing.
You are grunty and cunty.
I need a shirt now that I am grunty and cunty.
Hit up that red bubble. You do what you gotta do.
Yep. I need a hat too.
Maybe we should just make some merch of the random shit that we've said. Grunty and cunty, and then put some grid on the back.
Also, it's the perfect description for Adam, by the way. He's also grunty and cunty. The whole Ben Solo stunt, that was very cunty. He's like, you gonna say no to me? I don't think so, bitch.
And in that interview, he was like, fuck you, next question.
You, I don't know.
Yes, exactly. See? Grunty and cunty. We found the perfect description for Adam.
Hell yeah. And that's definitely Adam Sackler for sure. He just says what he thinks and does a lot of growling and a lot of grunting. It's like, damn.
I think it was in season 2 where his sister actually calls him and he's like, what up, skank? Getting that pussy pounded? That quote is, I would almost say, the most quoted by my husband. Like, he says that all the time. Like, when I call him, and like, don't take this the wrong way or anything, guys. Like, he doesn't, like, he's not disrespecting me or anything. He's just literally making a reference to Adam, who I love, you know, so he's, like, whenever I call him, he goes, what up, skank? Getting that pussy pounded?
Then you say, Shelley, when and where?
Exactly. Yes. Now.
When and where, baby, you're the one that's doing it, so let's go. Anyways, yeah. Right now.
You should have the answer to that. Let's go. So his sister calls him, and then he gives her his address, because clearly she's, like, crying on the phone. And then Hannah's like, who the fuck did you just give our address to? And he's like, my sister. And she comes along, and oh mama, this woman is even more fucked up in the head than Hannah. And now I understand. Like, it's just another piece of the puzzle for Adam's issues. But also, and she even says this, there might be some suppressed sexual attraction to his sister. And, like, that's not, like, in an incesty way, but, like, people are attracted, things that you're familiar with. Like, a lot of people gravitate towards people that may look like their parents or their sibling. Just because, like, that's what they grew up with. That's what they feel safe with. You know what I mean? So it's not, like, a weird incesty thing. It's just a natural thing, because you kind of, you know, gravitate towards likeness. And she actually says that, his sister, like, when they're in the scene where they're arguing, she even says that. I mean, obviously she takes it too far, but there's a little bit of truth to that, because she's so fucked in the head, and, like, she has so many issues, and she's just so dissociated from life and reality. So is Hannah. I mean, not to the degree of his sister, but still. Ugh, it's kind of gross for her to say that, but I think she's onto something. Obviously, he has sister issues.
Yeah.
I think it is possibly because he is internally battling a sexual desire for me.
Holy dog shit!
That's a weird one for me.
Well, I feel like he wasn't able to fix his family, quote unquote fix. Adam almost looked at Hannah as someone he could, like, help or fix because of the whole OCD thing. But I feel like as his sister was staying with them, there was this progression of him wanting to take that responsibility to help her, regardless of how he may feel about her. Just because she's my family, she's my sister, I have a responsibility to take care of her, regardless of how frustrating she is. And I think that was so fucking selfless and sweet.
Yeah. He makes the point of his sister, what's her name, Caroline? He calls her Liney, it's Caroline, that she is so manipulative, and she'll just, like, wither her way into, like, a very set dynamic, and she'll just kind of make the whole place feel sorry for her, and everything has to revolve around her, and she just kind of squeezes herself in, and she actually does that, you know, and she succeeds. And he's like, I saw it coming, because I know her. That's why you would think that he's an asshole for rejecting her. She just thinks that she's allowed to stay there because obviously she called him and he gave his address to like come over. But like there's a difference between consoling the person in the moment or like taking the whole problem onto yourself and helping, and obviously Adam has to stay away from that or else he's gonna relapse.
I don't know why you're being so mean to her, okay? We have this whole extra bedroom for exactly this purpose. We have all that fancy soap I stole from my parents' hotel. I don't get why you're doing this.
No, I know you're just trying to be nice, but there's no being nice to this girl. She destroys everything in her wake.
It's not possible.
She can't stay. I know her better than you do. Trust me, please. I'm not being a dick.
For any other healthy person, I would say, okay, you should probably help, the person in need. But in this particular situation, she is just too destructive and it would be too harmful for him, which she proves right. And so he's like, you're not staying with us. Like, get the fuck out of here. You can wipe your nose with some tissues and some toilet paper and then you can get fucking lost. And Hannah's just like, I've never seen him be so cruel. Like, what is going on? And then it kind of flips and she feels the need to help this person, which is kind of sweet. Like, in the moment, she's actually the one that's making the most sense from an outside point of view if you don't know the dynamic between them,
Right.
She's like trying to be a mediator. Like, she's trying to help them get through everything. Where they have like this sit down conversation and she's like, you tell me you love me. Now you tell me you love me. He's like, what the fuck?
I think we should all start by acknowledging that we all really care about each other. So Caroline, tell me you love me.
Hannah, I love you.
I love you too. Adam, you tell me you love me.
Why are we telling you we love you?
Okay.
The intention is there. It's kind of sweet that
I wanted to bring that up because I was like, how fucking selfish. He's like, tell me that you love me. Like, what does this have to do with you, bitch?
Yeah, exactly. You're supposed to be neutral ground. You're supposed to be Switzerland. And she's just like, you tell me you love me. You tell me you love me. It's just like, what? It doesn't make any sense. And he calls her out on that, thank God. But yeah, it's just so fucking weird. But again, she's helping. She really is kind of sort of bringing some harmony into the relationship and, making them confront each other and just articulate their feelings. And of course they have this big explosion of where she like jumps onto him, he tackles her onto the couch and they're just like
Stop it, you guys! Please stop! Please! Hey, Tio, you're nuts!
But then they actually have actual clear discussion saying, you make me crazy, but of course I love you, you're always gonna be my sister. And they kind of find some common ground, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, she's wild.
The Adam is too, and it's like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The parents must be really fucked up to make them too. But like, I think Adam describes Caroline as someone that doesn't have a life plan, but yet has a lot of opinions. And then Hannah is like, well, that sounds a lot like you.
You don't know what you want to do with your life. You have no drive, no real goals, but somehow tons of opinions.
Interesting.
Why is that interesting 7 times?
I just have to say, that sounds a lot like you.
Whose side are you on?
She's right. She is right. I mean, I feel like for Adam, I feel like his opinions are in the right. Like, they're not so fucking crazy like Caroline. But yeah, it is very similar. Again, he doesn't have any real drive, which is true because obviously they come from the same household. So of course they're going to have similar issues and similar coping mechanisms. I mean, they're related, so of course it's going to make sense for them to have a similar pattern. However, he just goes at it just a little bit more naturally. She's very much in her head and he just behaves on instinct a lot. He turns more animalistic, whereas she's more in her head. I feel like she's in her head, in her dream world, making up her own reality, and he just takes the reality but kind of regresses into an animalistic response. Does that make sense?
Sounds about right when you think about trauma and how, like, maybe, not to make this like a gendered thing, but I mean, maybe how a man may deal with certain things and then how a woman may be running.
Yeah. His sister, that moment where she like kind of breaks the night of her birthday party, she actually jump scares Hannah because all of a sudden she's back in the apartment. Like, they were all hanging out at the party. And then Caroline, she's in the bathroom and Adam and Hannah are about to have sex. And then she's like, I just have to go pee real quick. Just wait for me. And then she walks in on Caroline. She has a shirt on, but she's completely naked from the waist down. And like, you see the whole bush and everything. And you're just like, whoa, that's So strange. And then she has like a glass in her hand. And then all of a sudden she shatters it in her hand. First of all, that's a lot of strength for glass to shatter. And then, of course, she bleeds. And then the way Adam, like, immediately goes into, like, not survival mode, but, like, emergency mode.
I'm sorry, it's Caroline. She just really scared me. No, what did you do?
So episode 10, because we talked about them visiting her grandma in the hospital, who, by the way, is Sheldon's grandma, is Mima on Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I thought I saw her in something else.
Yeah, just like that whole, just like when she was like, thank you so much for doing this, Adam. He's like, yeah, no, she's cool as shit.
Well, the fact that Hannah told her about, like, how her mom wants her to, like, lie and say that she's marrying Adam, and he's like, oh, I'm not. The fact that he initiated it in the room just to make her happy, even if it's not the truth, we were like, oh, okay, Adam.
I really don't want to talk to strangers right now.
Okay, I just thought.
Well, Hannah and I are getting married.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm.
Next year.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, we're pretty happy about it. We're excited to finally lock it down.
Yep.
He's like, hi! And she's like, Hannah, I'm not in the mood to meet anybody new. He's like, oh, I can just leave. And Hannah's like, no.
Especially because he was all sweaty as fuck.
Yeah, running and then riding Desi's motorcycle all the way there.
Like that man needs any more cardio. Like, does his thing to get it, and then she impedes or put an emergency, and now he's like, haul ass. This is like his second time haul assing for her.
Episode 7, no Adam, not once.
Is that the beach house bullshit?
Yeah, which, I mean, is kind of funny.
It is, yeah.
For anybody that hasn't seen Girls, basically just Hannah and all of the girls go out to this, what is it, upstate New York? Or where do they go? It doesn't matter, to this beach house.
Yeah.
And they just spend the weekend there, and they have like a real reflective moment and just like spit shit at each other. That sounds horrible, but you know, they just kind of like talk straight and they just clear up a lot of stuff.
Well, Shoshana starts it because she's drunk. Well, they're all drunk, but she like starts it and Shoshana, you're a mean drunk. And then she just starts reading everybody in the room and they're all constantly mean to her. And now this is her just like, you're a dumb bitch.
Yeah. She just like mirrors them. She just like holds up the mirror like, y'all are assholes. I'm no better, but y'all are assholes too. And so they have like I would call it from an outside standpoint, I would say it's productive because like everybody's like just finally getting their emotions out and articulating what everybody thinks of each other.
Yeah.
And of course it does end in a fight, but they make up in the end. And it's good. Like you need fights in order to improve yourself and in order to grow. I feel like it was productive.
I just loved watching everyone get roasted because I think all of them get too far into their head that they really don't see how they appear. And then Shoshana's just like watching like, all right, it's time to end this show.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Shosh has gone totally insane. I don't know, maybe she's gone sane.
You guys never listen to me. You treat me like I'm a fucking cab driver. Seriously, you have entire conversations in front of me like I am invisible. And sometimes I wonder if my social anxiety is holding me back from meeting the people who would actually be right for me instead of a bunch of fucking whiny nothings as friends.
I'm glad she did that. Because also she finally kind of stood up to the group because she is the youngest in the group. And she finally kind of like spoke her mind and just stood up to everybody. I was like, good on you. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Marnie is with Ray. At least briefly.
Yeah. Yes.
Interesting.
I don't understand why she's doing it. I get why he's doing it, but I don't understand what the appeal is for her.
Maybe because she likes how direct he is about things. Because I don't think Charlie's very direct. He'll say things in a way that don't hurt her feelings. So maybe Ray is just he's just like, here. And then that scene where he's very honest with her, then he's like, I'm like really sorry. And then they start making out.
Yeah.
Because he realizes, he's like, oh, that kind of probably was a little mean, but it was what she needed to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe that's why.
So then, episode 8, Adam gets the call back, and then he's spending a lot of time with Desi, and then Desi and Marnie start singing. I mean, like, that's the introduction to Desi and Marnie's relationship, but it starts out as a musical duo. And, of course, Marnie, always living in this little fairy tale, obviously kind of falls for him, even though he's with someone else. Clementine, right, is her name?
I think so.
The scene where they're all in that hotel room, I think Hannah booked a hotel room or like a suite and rooms for everybody to like celebrate Adam getting the part. And they're like having a party, and then Desi, whips out his guitar, and him and Marnie start singing, and they hit it off, blah blah blah. And in the midst of that, Adam is like eating something from like the buffet table, and Elijah walks up to him and he's like telling him all this stuff, like how he needs to act, like who he needs to speak to like get connections and blah blah blah. And you can tell Adam's just going like, what?
Questions.
I
about
don't.
figuring out
I think I'm good.
What?
I don't really want to be a part of the scene.
In the Broadway scene?
Any scene.
Well, don't come crying to me when Kristen Chenoweth passes out because you forgot to feed her.
And he's like, yeah, I don't really want that. He's like, yeah, but you're gonna have to be a part of the scene. And he's like, what scene? Like, any scene. Well, I don't want to be a part of that scene. And then, no, yeah. He goes, I don't want to be a part of that scene. And then Elijah's like, what scene? Any scene. I just want to do my work. And I get that so hard. It's like, oh,
literally.
Elijah.
And what the heck is he gonna even do anyway? Because he's sober.
Yeah.
Like half the parties are like a shit ton of drinking that would only maybe not tempt him, but he would make him uncomfortable.
I mean, for Adam, it's just work. Like he wants to do the thing. And for Elijah, it's like acknowledgement. People know me.
Socializing.
People see me. Yeah.
Recognition, fame. Yeah.
Yeah. Validation and clout probably too.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam's just like not into it. So Elijah's like, well, okay. He gets like kind of pissy. He's like, yeah. I do like their dynamic though. I love seeing Elijah and Adam interact because it's just so bipolar. You know what I mean? They're like just so different.
They took a selfie together at some point, and I love that picture because he looks so cute. I think they're like this, like or something, or holding a titty, or something. Was he holding Adam's titty, or was Adam holding his titty?
I think Adam was holding his titty.
Right.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I'll find the photo.
Yes, insert here.
Adam holding titty.
It's like a reward.
Nothing we haven't seen before, but it's a minion's titty.
Like every other scene, he's just like,
no.
Okay.
Or in Annette, he's holding titty too.
Yeah. I feel like Sackler definitely gets the most titty and ass out of all of his roles.
Obviously.
Yeah, and Jessa brings, I forget his real name, but he's General Pride in Rise of Skywalker. The guy from Rehab.
Yes.
And they're on cocaine, I'm guessing. And then they're just like, and then the funniest moment is when he is talking to Shoshana, and he is like on that speed because of the cocaine. Yeah. But Shoshana is like that all the time.
So she's keeping up?
Yeah, she's literally keeping up with his thoughts, and he's keeping up with her thoughts because he's on cocaine, but she's not.
Higher education is elitist horseshit perpetrated by a bunch of privileged hacks who think accumulating degrees amounts to a meaningful life.
I know. But like, I'm out of there in 3 weeks. Like, I'm done. I'm graduating. I'm done with that.
They say they're teaching you to think, but really they're teaching you to think everybody else.
I know! It's like, literally, I swear to God, sometimes I feel like I'm in the Truman Show, but it's like really just like a walking American Apparel ad, and like, I don't even know it.
Too late for you then, poor baby. Have you got any cocaine?
No, I don't do cocaine.
But you're clearly on cocaine.
This is like the funniest shit ever. And then Jess in the bed bouncing up and down in the background. Like, wow. This is insane. Oh my God. I almost forgot about that scene where Jessa actually introduces him. Again, I forgot his character's name in Girls and also his real name. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say General Pride. So Jessa brings in General Pride.
Everyone's tried in Jessa's accent.
And I think, and then he goes, oh yeah, you're this guy or you're this person. He like completely jacks up all the names. He's just like saying random names. And he goes to Hannah. I forgot what the other names were, but he goes, to Hannah, this, and then he stops at Adam, and then and he goes, Snoop, and Adam's like, yep.
Snoop!
Yep.
So Adam is Snoop.
Now I'm just trying to understand, like, why? Why did they pick that, Snoop?
I don't know. Maybe he was just like, maybe that was improv.
Please tell me we're going to talk about the role play scene now, please.
Yes, episode 10, baby. So we see Adam with a vest, a hat, and a coat, and it's so fucking hot. Oh my God. 1920s style fashion. Adam couldn't wear the shit out of that. Like, he has the aesthetic for that. He wears that so well.
I even love the shitty accent he used for the play. The common yours, and don't you forget it.
Yeah. He was over dramatizing.
I am none of your common hewers of wood and drawers of water, and don't you forget it.
It's so good. It was so good. Well, we know his real period accent from The Last Duel, which I love. But the fact that he really stretched it for this one.
Yeah. And don't you forget
it. I love that bath scene where she's like, do the lines. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you mean this accent?
He's so cute. Oh my god.
Yeah. And then he like kisses her toes. I love that part. Like,
and then he's like,
yeah.
I don't know how to say this without it coming out sounding horrible.
Anyway, so role-playing scene.
The role-play scene.
So of course we have him in this ensemble and he goes to rehearsal. By the way, she actually also shows up to rehearsal and gets kicked out.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And then like Adam is clearly embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. He's like looking away and just like, oh, fuck.
Who are you?
Me? Oh, I'm Adam's girlfriend.
Who?
I'm Adam's girlfriend.
Why are you here?
I'm here just to check out rehearsal.
No, we can't have anybody watching rehearsals. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, Adam, mentioned that it would be good for me to stop by.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about this being a possibility, Hannah. You know, I'm at work and, you know.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, because Adam said I could be here. And they're like, no, nobody can be here for rehearsal.
This is fucking Broadway.
Broadway. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
On
So,
Broadway. Yeah, I'm like, are you stupid? It probably even has a sign like on the doors, like no one other than like staff and cast can be and crew can be on the. And she's probably like, la 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 la.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm an exception. La 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 la.
Yeah. Yeah. So she gets kicked out, and then they meet up at a bar.
Yes.
And no, she's at the bar. Like she has a blonde wig
with the
on.
Party City wig on. That shit is cheap.
Yeah. And she like has, what does she have on? Oh yeah, like a sweater. Yeah, kind of dressed like a CEO wife. She looks very uppity, but with this horrible wig.
Yeah.
Cheap ass wig. And she's waiting for him because apparently they rendezvoused there. And then he shows up in his work attire, basically. The ensemble, the 1920s ensemble. He like walks past her because he doesn't even recognize her, which I love. And then he sits down and he doesn't order anything. He's just like, you know, waiting. And then she turns around and like starts talking to him and like offers him her drink. And he's just like, what the fuck?
Hot night. Summer in the city. May I join you?
The fuck?
It's like Nathaniel or whatever. It's Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, my husband.
I ordered him a vodka or whatever. Do you want it? And he's like, no, I don't drink.
My husband, Marfaniel, was stuck at work. He's always stuck at work, it seems, these days. And here I am with the vodka I ordered for him. Would you like it?
No. Thank you. I don't drink.
Just go, it's water. So yeah, she like comes on to him and acts like she is the CEO wife and she is so bad and she wants entertainment. So she has her sight on him and wants to take him back to her apartment. They're completely in this whole role play. Like he says something like semi-seductive and then she like splashes him with her water. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm responding to what you want me to be a part of.
Like, I'm an actor.
Yeah. Exactly.
May I be so bold as to ask what sorts of women interest you?
Married sluts like you.
Are you on crack?
And so she like runs out of the bar and he obviously follows her. And then he thinks it's funny, you know, and like tries to respond or react to what she's doing, which is like, oh my God, stop following me. And then another guy passes them and hears that. And she's like, I don't know who this man is. And then he gets punched.
No one talks to me like that but my husband.
Why are you in a bar acting like a little slut?
Slut, get real.
Shut the fuck up. We're going back to my place.
Touch me. Let me go. Let me go!
Excuse me, miss, are you okay? What's going on? Are you all right?
No, this is my girlfriend.
I have never seen this guy in my entire life.
We're fucking around, and this is my girlfriend. We're just fucking around.
Following me down the street, and he grabs my tits. I don't know him. I'm freaking
I'm gonna call the cops, seriously, if you don't leave the lady alone.
Dude, he's
Sir,
been
with all due
harassing
respect, just
me. I
fuck
can't be the
off,
first
please.
woman he's done this to. Oh, shit. Please don't touch my boyfriend.
But then after he gets hit, she's like, oh, did it hurt?
Yeah.
And he
she's
does
like,
that cute
"Oh, I'm
little
sorry."
smirk.
Yeah, he's like, fuck.
Did it hurt? Did it hurt your little head? I'm so sorry.
They go to Marnie's apartment.
Yes, that's right. They go to Marnie. Where is Marnie anyway? Doesn't matter. She's not there. She like opens the door and Adam's like, this is Marnie's place, right? And then she's still in her role and he's like, Hannah, this is fucking Marnie's apartment, right? This isn't just some random fucking person's apartment. And then she's like, oh.
This is quite a shithole for a hedge fund manager's wife.
Well, it's just where my husband puts me up. It's his pied-à-terre.
Whose apartment is this?
I told you, it's my husband's
No,
pied-à-terre.
Hannah, it's Marnie's, right? Smells like Marnie's. Smells like cookies and air freshener.
And he's like, it smells like her.
And you're just like, what does Marnie smell like?
Yeah, like a unicorn farted.
Yeah.
Vanilla and sprinkles.
Yeah.
This is way too girly, I think. Like that fake vanilla or
Yeah.
something.
I mean, not to be shady, but probably
Cotton candy.
like a Victoria's Secret or Rue 21's fragrance.
Yeah.
They try to upsell you at the counter and you're like,
What do you think Hannah smells like?
breast milk. You know that smell like that supposedly puppy smell like, and everyone's like, oh, it's a new puppy smell. I'm like, it smells like wet dog. Like it's a wet dog. Like what would she smell
I've never
like?
smelled breast milk before. I have no comparison.
I don't know why I said breast
think-
milk. I guess just like that milk smell. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Some
what- yeah,
babies
yeah, yeah.
smell like it.
Yeah.
You know, like if she wears deodorant properly, but if she doesn't, then she smells like that.
You know how like when you don't wash your hair for a while, you get like that oil, like that smell, like the grease of your like right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my hair smells like that maybe. I feel like that's what she smells like all the time. I could see her like not properly washing her hair, not properly cleaning herself, if that makes sense. I think she's a clean person, but I don't think she like really smells like it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like not very fragrant.
Yes.
Not like soap or
Yeah.
body wash or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like her normal aroma.
I guess where my brain is going is just like, then why would Adam be like cool with that unless he also, I have this ongoing joke in my fic that Adam is always sweaty. But I wonder if like maybe that's kind of what it is because maybe Adam also semi smells like.
I think he has like that clean sweat smell. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like there's definitely, you smell like sweat because you haven't washed in 2 days.
Yeah.
And then there's the smell of sweat that's still a little sweet because like you shower every single day.
Yeah.
Which technically isn't healthy, guys. Like you shouldn't actually shower every single day.
She said sweet sweat.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it does. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like that sweaty bacterial smell. It's like, oh, just regular bodily fluid, you know?
That's true.
Like, if you need to wash yourself every day, then just, like, a washcloth and water is fine.
Yay.
I know what it, like, feels like to, like, you want to shower because, like, you gotta go to work the next day, you gotta smell fresh and, like, clean, especially because I work with kids, so, like,
Yeah.
you know, you're very close to people, but I really try to not shower every single day, at least, like, every 2 days. Because I'm like, I don't want to mess up my skin because it'll like dry you up so quick and just, it's just not good. And also your skin will start to smell more the more you wash because that becomes normal, like constantly clean and then a little bit of sweat. And then like when you wash your hair every single day, it gets oily a lot quicker.
Right.
That was a whole tangent for.
Well, I was going to say, George Carlin, one of my favorite comedians, R.I.P., he says the areas that you have to wash every day, armpits, asshole, crotch, and teeth.
Yes. I mean, that's where the most bacteria gathers. So yes. And please don't forget the feet.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I feel like so many people leave their feet out. Like, why? Because, like, when you shower, it just kind of runs down and people think it'll wash itself. Rub in between them toes, okay?
Yeah, my feet get sweaty. It's either one or the other. Either my feet are sweating balls or cold as hell. It's like, I can't have an in-between. Not that you need to know the state of my feet. It's fine. So she starts to undress for him.
First, she acts like he took her by force and is like kind of like a rapey situation. And then he kind of plays into it. And he's just like a little blindsided at first. He's like, huh? What? Okay, sure. I can act. Let's do this.
And now I find myself in quite a pickle. Do you have a knife?
You mean a knife like this?
You know what I mean. Now cut to the chase. What are you gonna do to me?
Show me what's under your clothes.
Not now. Not ever.
And he like takes out his knife, you know, and he like flips it open, which is really hot, by the way. He's like, again, he's still in the like the coat and just looks very good.
Yeah.
Like the vest. She like undresses and then reveals something I've never seen in my life.
It's just like that body strap stuff for like BDSM or whatever.
Yeah, but like in a way where it doesn't fit her. Like, I can't explain it. It just looks like she took a piece of very long string and just wrapped around her body. Just like chaos.
Yeah.
Her boobs aren't in the little regular slots or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in slings, or it just looks so wild. And even Adam goes, what the fuck? You look like a Christmas tree.
Fucking Christ, look like a Christmas tree.
And like she has her regular underwear under it. It looks so...
It's like you couldn't at least stop and get a thong or something?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that whole situation just shows her true self. Like,
yeah.
She tries to be this like sex symbol and she just can't.
She's got her fucking granny panties on.
Yeah.
Well, the part that I really like also is when he's like...
Yeah, slowly unzipping and like, putting his belt.
He says something and then he goes, you have to take the whole or nothing.
Or nothing. From now on, you can't take part. You have to take the whole thing or nothing.
Present it.
Present them.
Yeah, and so they start having sex, and she is basically changing up the narrative of their roleplay.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden she's like a cheerleader, I think she says.
Yeah.
And then he's just like taken out of it. He's like, what? And then she's just like, oh, well, you know, I wanted to have sex like we always did. Like, you know, in the beginning of the relationship, basically, when he's still an addict. And he's taken back a little bit because he thinks, well, now that they're in a like committed relationship, they should be having normal sex and not like that wild, crazy shit that he was doing to just, you know, get off, basically.
Yeah.
She clearly wants that, or thinks that he wants that.
Yeah.
But he just wants her, you know, just normal sex. And he even says that, like, I just want us to have sex as us.
Before they get the phone call with Jessa, they have sex because he made Marnie feel better with his little speech, and they have sex. And then she's like, it wasn't bad, was it? He's like, it was fucking great.
Yeah.
If he didn't like the way the sex was going, knowing the way Sackler communicates, he's going to tell you.
Exactly. They have a little clarifying conversation, I guess. What do you want? Like, analyzing their relationship a little bit, and clearly they're unhappy.
She assumes that all of that roleplay shit was just for her.
Yeah.
Once again. And she's like, so was it the same with them, you know, with the ideas and whatever? And he's like, yeah, it fucking was. But then we fell in love.
Was it like that with all of them? Like the games and the ideas and the being different?
Fuck yeah, yes it was. And it was with us for a while too. But then we fell in love. And then I just wanted to have sex with just you, as us. Just fuck and be sweet or whatever.
This scenario is not unique to you. He didn't build this roleplay thing just for you. He was able to get that release as a sex addict. He's just like, I'm just trying to come.
She always has to find an issue and fuck shit up. It's like she is incapable of just being happy.
Well, she just overthinks everything. She thinks there's an underlying issue when there isn't.
I think what she kind of thinks is when there's monotony and everything feels normal, it's bad because it's not always exciting. So she has a very roller coaster effect.
So when, you know, her editor dies and that happens, that was like a huge strike off to Adam, and she could feel him pulling away from her, and so her trying to fix it only made it worse.
Yeah.
All it could have been was just a regular communication, just, yeah, maybe I don't have the same kind of empathy that everyone else does, and I don't know why. And I'm really, really sorry. I wish I knew how to fix this, but I'm going to try for you because I love you. Like, that's all you have to do. And Adam needs directness anyway because he is direct.
Exactly. He needs brutal honesty.
And then he ends up mentioning that he's going to move in with Ray for a while, and she's fucking like devastated because she thinks she's fixing it or whatever.
When she shows up at Ray's apartment?
No, they're still in Marnie's apartment, but he's like, they're having that conversation. He looks at her like he doesn't even know who she is anymore. I thought I knew you. I thought I understood you and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never admit that Sackler is a saint because he's not, but that's good. He has something to grow from and learn from, and that's good.
That's what makes him interesting.
Yes.
Not being perfect and not acting as if he were perfect.
Right.
Like Hannah. She acts like she.
Because I'm not. I don't want anyone to come into a relationship thinking that I'm going to be perfect.
I don't trust anybody that's too shiny. If you're too good, if you don't have a dark side, I don't trust you.
Side.
Yeah. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like if you act too perfect, everything is in balance and everything's great. Like, I don't know about you. You hiding something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get a reality check. Yes, and I feel like Adam really lays out his whole life onto the table. He doesn't act like everything's okay and everything's right, everything's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, I have issues. Here they are, and I'm getting through them, and it's fine. Like, he's not hiding it.
Yeah. I'm wondering if that's like a symptom of being someone that once bottled up things, because I was very much that. When you bottle up things and then you learn to start to express those emotions regardless to how people feel. I'm kind of honest with how I feel because I feel like when I lie about it, it makes me feel worse.
Yes.
I feel like with Adam, maybe as a kid or even pre being sober, he was definitely a guy that kept a lot of things bottled, a lot of his problems, physically in an alcohol bottle and emotionally bottled up in his brain. And then once he got sober, those AA meetings really teach you how to talk, teach you how to communicate if you don't know how, your needs and what's on your mind. And
yeah, and just like pinpoint the issues in yourself and articulating those issues.
Yeah.
Because you said maybe that's like something that people do once they've healed from like bottling shit up. Yes, because that's exactly what I did. Because I feel like in so many ex-people pleasers.
Yeah.
That are raised to be good girls, they have to bottle shit up all the time. Because if you actually say how you feel, it's an issue.
Yeah.
It'll be swept under the rug. Like,
why are you ungrateful? Why are you
exactly?
Why are you
exactly like? You have to nod and smile. You're fine. But if I say something, either they're gonna say, "Don't overreact. Don't be hysterical." Like other people have it so much worse. Like that's always the one of the reactions. Yeah.
Pain is pain. Trauma is trauma. One does not and doesn't overpower the other. There we go.
Yeah.
So it's just
overpower the other.
Overpower. I don't know why I had to become Clyde Logan for a second. I don't know why we can't burn one bacon and not the other. Sorry.
Exactly. They're both
burn all the fucking bacon.
Burn all the fucking bacon.
Even burn the bacon like I like it and you hate.
And then the other reaction to if you ever do say, I'm not okay, but you don't know what it is, because you either don't know how to analyze yourself yet, because you are so used to bottling everything up, you don't know how to even pinpoint the issue. And so then when somebody says, what's going on? Then you have no idea how to react. Like, oh my God, someone's actually asking like how I am. I don't know how to react. I don't know what to say because I don't even know what the issue is.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why didn't you say anything? It was like, well, because I didn't know myself. Like if I have issues or like if I'm going through something, I kind of isolate myself just because like I need to understand what's happening in here or in here first.
Yeah.
Before I take it out into the world, because if I take that out into the world but don't know what it is, then I can't talk about it, and then everyone like put in their influence or like their opinions, and it's just like
no,
but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You bottle it up because that's what you just kind of learn to do, kind of conditioned subconsciously to bottle it up. And then once you learn and heal from it, it's so liberating to just say, I'm not okay, but I don't want to talk about it right now because I need to figure it out for myself. And that's okay. Like saying shit like that is okay. It's another reaction you try to avoid as somebody that like used to bottle shit up. I don't need pity. I need practicality. Like I need productiveness, you know? And what I started doing when somebody's feeling down to ask beforehand, do you need comfort or do you need a solution?
Right.
And once you know the answer, then you know how to react. Because I feel like in so many miscommunications, it's always like you're giving the wrong thing the person needs in that moment. And it kind of makes it worse, even though you're trying to help, even though you're coming from a good
place.
Thank you. And it just backfires a lot because what the person needs isn't what you're giving.
But a lot of the things that we see with Adam could also be stemming from his neurodivergentness that Hannah is not. Hannah's very neurotypical, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
May not be full tism, maybe just a touch of it, but there's a little bit of,
Yeah.
sprinkling of it in there.
Yeah, I think so.
That explains like his inability to keep friends, to socialize. He completely doesn't even like social situations. He avoids them.
Mhm.
The way he picks jobs, the way he doesn't want to work, because working is hard when you're neurodivergent. Like, it's just so many things.
I don't think it's like the actual labor part of it or like
Right.
the work part of it, like putting effort in. That's not the issue. I think it's like the hours. Like it's not attuned to your inner clock. And I think that's what the issue is. It's not laziness. It's not, I don't want to work because it's too much effort. Like, no, that's not the issue. It's more the hours and like the productiveness, like the hours of the productiveness isn't adjusted to you and like how your system works. Even the most simplest things like women during menstruation are so much less productive because their body is super productive. It's going through this whole fucking thing. And then you're expected to do the exact same labor, the exact same effort that you do outside of that.
Yeah.
Huh? Like, come on. Women are attuned to the moon. It is our moon cycle. As we say in our culture, it's our moon time. So that is the time where you need to rest more and like kind of relax more and let your body do the work that it's doing because it's going to do it either way if you're productive outside of it or not, But of course, yeah, not every job allows that. It fucking sucks, but
I mean, I could call out on that first day when it's real bad and I'm cramping from the front and the back.
yeah.
That's fun.
Wait, which country? I think either Spain or Italy.
Yeah.
One or the other. I think it might be Spain. Has a sick day allowance for women that are menstruating. They have like an extra sick days just for menstruation. And that's amazing.
It's also nice to consider when women have endometriosis and then the period is far worse than any quote unquote normal cycle. Or let's say you have a really heavy flow, like God forbid you're on your feet all day and you got to go to the bathroom every hour and a half, 2 hours to change or whatever you've got in you, like or under you.
Spain is taking a right step taking a step in the right direction. So good on you.
And then anyways, Adam might be neurodivergent. And anyways, a symptom of bottling up is you start just saying everything that you feel.
In season 3, he feels more liberated because he is in love now and he's healed and he's finally able to express himself truly and he's getting the parts and he has a job. And in season 4, when they do kind of break it off, I feel he kind of slumps back into like a down, which I mean, of course, is after every breakup, it's not happy. But I feel like in season 4, he's a little bit more insecure, especially because the blonde chick was really playing him.
Yeah.
And so it's like an up and down constantly. So I feel like he's a little more cautious of certain emotions and situations. Hannah's super clingy, shows up at Ray's apartment. Adam's there and he goes, "Fancy seeing you here."
Fancy seeing you here? What's going on?
Like they have a little confrontational moment. He's like, "You have to relax. Like this isn't breaking up. It's just I need some time off."
You have got to relax.
I'm trying to relax, but it's very hard to relax when I feel like you're leaving me only in such slow motion. I'm not even going to notice till it's done.
I'm not going anywhere.
And also, I don't think that definitely wasn't the same evening, but there is one evening like right after it where she comes into Adam's apartment with him and like he is about to he opens her legs, like she's sitting down, opens legs. They're about to have sex basically. And then they hear something coming out of Ray's room. And then Ray is with Marnie. They're having sex. And then Hannah, being an asshole, just walks in on them. Like she's entitled to open the door. Another person's apartment and bedroom door of that apartment. Like, come on.
Excuse me.
Hannah, what the fuck? It's none of your business.
Everything's my business.
Even Adam's like, Hannah, this is none of our business. Like, stop.
Yeah.
And she just opens the door and sees Marnie with Ray. And she's like, "You will never judge me again, blah, blah, blah." Like, bro, you just walked in on them. Like, fuck off. And then the last episode is basically Adam has his opening night and he's phenomenal.
Of course.
Yes. But she goes backstage and looks for him, finds him. And right before he's about to go on stage, she tells him she was accepted to, what was it? Like a
master's program in another state. Yeah.
Writing. Yeah.
I got into grad school in Iowa at the Iowa Writers Workshop, and I didn't expect it. But the thing is like watching you thrive creatively over these past few weeks, it's made me want to thrive.
Basically, implication being that she's gonna have to move away. If she accepts and wants to do this program, then, you know, she has to move away, and that potentially means they could break up or like ruin the situation they have now. So he kind of, obviously it affects him emotionally, and then he later says, well, I fucked up the whole play because I was so affected emotionally, and this is exactly what he was trying to avoid by removing himself from her premise. You know, he's like, I can't deal with the drama.
Why'd you tell me that thing about Iowa right before I went on stage?
I told you that thing about grad school because I thought that it was really good news for us as a couple.
So now you're leaving me?
Leaving you? Adam, you're the one who moved out of our apartment.
I moved a few blocks away for a few weeks.
I know that this is complicated, but I also know that we can work it out.
Well, I'm sick of trying to work it out. Can't one thing ever be easy with you?
And she's like, there's no drama, it's just me. Yeah, exactly. You are the drama, bitch. Yeah.
Can I just say that scene, like, even though he's upset, distraught, pissed off, he looks so good in that suit.
He does, yeah. Where he like walks out backstage. Yeah, like freshly washed hair and just like very handsome.
Very handsome, and he grumpy.
Very
I love
handsome.
it.
When they're on the red carpet and they're taking photos of like actors, actresses, and like, I'm just like, they're like kind of uncomfortable. Eyes just squeezes in. Like, he's just like trying to take photos too.
Part of the cast too. And then that one other chick that maybe has a crush on Adam, like, kisses him, and I'm like, girl, get the fuck
Yeah, and even he's like, ugh, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
He's like, ah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh.
But Elijah squeezing in that, oh my god, that made me laugh so hard. Okay. We are done.
Welcome back to We Hate Hannah and We Love Adam, episode 3.
Yeah. Literally. So stay fed, rats. Stay hydrated. Eat your food with a spork, I guess. Don't eat processed food. All that sugar and bullshit.
Even if it is free at your job.
Even if it is free at your job.
Don't fall asleep while your significant other's talking to you about something important.
Yes.
Wrap it before you tap it.
Never teabag a cannibal.
Always make sure she's 18.
Especially now, that one, yeah. I'm the pedo police.
Santa, give me one of those metal Tesla trucks.
trucks.
Go move with my teeny tiny micro
penis.
Yeah, stay safe, rats. Love you.
Okay. Bye.
If you survived this episode, please go follow us on our socials that we mentioned, and give us a follow on YouTube and Spotify so you are notified when we post. Stay fed, rats. Great driver.